Live from my basement, it's Thursday night! Woo! Yeah! This needs a fade because when I hit it again, it just goes thump. It's amazing how the recorded audience can stop clapping so quickly, applauding so quickly. Welcome to Dave's Imaginations. Dave's Imaginations presents Ire Mordroc.
The Isle of Dread.
The Isle of Dread.
Is Bay to be dead?
Is Bay to be dead?
Nice.
And so we got most crew. We are missing Jared. Jared's on remote assignment. I forgot. I don't know what he's doing this week and next week. Maybe he's on vacation. I don't know. So and now we have one right off for personal business. And Glenn has just figured out how to kill the dead brontosaurus. Just lift up the coasters. So welcome to Dave's Imaginations. We are on a beach of the Isle of Dread as our ship has been exploring the coast of the Isle of Dread, searching for pirates. The pirates being the payment that this military vessel out of Port Nyanzaru said, we will take you to the Isle of Dread, but you must find a pirate and bring it to justice and find their pirate's lair. And so we have done that, or we have not done that. We are working on that. We are eagerly searching for pirates. However, 15 days into our journey around, 15-ish, I don't remember what the exact day was, we realized that the limiting factor on our travel is not food, but water, fresh water. And we did replenish that to somewhat in the last session. And we think we're good for a while, but our search continues for the pirate's lair. And so as we go around the Isle of Dread, we roll to see if there's a beach. And if there is one, the group will take a rowboat onto the beach to investigate. And that is where they are now. They've taken the rowboat onto a beach off of Isle of Dread. And if I go 4 wide, let's go 4 wide. 4 wide? Yeah, if I go 4 wide and I go up here, and lovely little, I do like this little animation of mine. But bye-bye. We are to our PowerPoint presentation where we have the Isle of Dread, and we are revealing hexes as we go. We reveal up to 3 hexes a day, and we've gone around the island quite a bit.
Is it too late to sail off?
Come sail away, come sail away. You know, we documented that first week because no one's ever asked me to drop a pin anywhere else. But, you know, maybe the encounters are memorable enough. So some of these icons I put in there before we even started, those are set encounters if you come in. As Wes is starting to count exactly.
60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85. I'm just curious how Bay got 100 feet away.
Well, I think we specifically said that he went 100 feet away. Christian, you remember that?
I don't
wasn't
remember
here
much.
last week, so I don't know.
I don't remember much from the last 5 minutes, apparently.
You were not.
We not. That's right.
Yeah.
We can fix it if we think it's wrong.
No, I'm not. I don't remember the last 5 minutes, apparently. Yeah, I remember there's a brontosaurus. I remember we're on a beach, but I don't remember much else. So
Yeah, so we're on. So you rode into into Bronto Bay,
Nice.
Brontosaurus Beach, Bronto Beach. Someone said I was a beach.
we'll work on the branding.
Yeah. This is not Bay's Bay. That was last episode. This is Dead Bay. Anyway.
Definitely need better branding before we put up the condos.
Yeah. I was looking for Bay.
So we rode into the beach and you found a dead brontosaurus, and you have you have a telescope that you use, and you see dead brontosaurus. It had 3 big gashes on its side, and you saw that it had a structure on its back, a howdah, and there were flies around it, and Bay was the only one that said that he was going to go up and investigate, and he was investigating when he had a cell check and he failed, or the flies took notice of him, and the flies were starting to approach him, and we said we would roll initiative. Now, before we do, Ken, are you happy with the board? Is this how you remember it?
Vaguely.
This is you.
How much
this one at the top of the screen.
Yeah.
And we're 100 feet back on the water.
I had you 100 feet back.
Sure. Let's go for it.
All right. Let's roll initiative.
Living dangerously. All right.
So yeah, roll an initiative.
Natural 20. Wasted it.
Wow.
So
Off to a
22.
flying start.
Well, the cleric does need to get a head start if he's going to save him. I guess.
Ken also rolled a natural 20.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
As did I.
Wow, let's get those all out of your system. All right, Noel, you said you had natural 20 for what?
22.
22, and Christian.
22 also, but I'll be second. Or
21.
third, depending on what other happens.
There's 3 22s.
Wes, what'd you get?
I got
20.
Ken got a 22. I got an 18.
18. Wow.
The big loser with a 14.
14.
He's like, that's not bad. Welcome to the
Bay, I'm gonna make you 23. Is that okay if he goes before you? And then
Yeah, if he can run to me faster. That's all better.
there we go. So maybe that's a good thing, Bay. As you look up and you were investigating this Bronto, and quite honestly, I didn't rewatch last week, so I don't remember what I told you.
I don't even think I started to investigate. I think I just made it close, and my disguise did not work.
Yes, because you tried to do some sort of smell or something, didn't you?
Yes.
Oh, it's smoke.
That is correct.
You tried to do like a smell of smoke around you, thinking that maybe that would keep the flies away, and it didn't.
Nope. Failure.
So, Bay, you've got one probably 10 feet. It's on the neck of this brontosaur. Where is my back scratcher?
Right here.
Thank you. You have one on the neck here, and it, as you got close or made a noise, it looks up. It's big eyes. It's kind of, and it's lifted off the neck, and its wings are fluttering faster than you can see. It seems like it's coming closer to you. You can be in base contact if you want to be.
Well, if I'm not, I can run away easier.
That's true.
So I think I will elect to not be in base contact if it's my choice.
Yep, I'm giving you that choice.
All right. So with that in mind, I will use my bonus action to cast jump on myself. So I can now jump 30 feet by spending 10 feet of movement.
All right.
So basically, I will run 10 feet away, jump 30 feet as a long jump, and then run 10 feet or 20 feet more.
Back toward your crew.
Yep. And then once I do that, I will use my action to throw an Eldritch Blast at the stupid fly.
30. So Glenn has moved you 10 feet, and then another 30-foot jump, and then
run 20
10?
more feet towards you guys.
Okay.
all right. Eldritch
Okay,
Blast.
13 to hit.
13 to hit. It hits.
Why is he jumping?
Because it makes me go farther.
I know. But I'm sitting here.
13 force damage.
There's tremor going.
13 force damage.
This isn't the time to skip.
He does like a triple jump.
That's a good solid hit on it.
Right.
All
That's
right.
it.
Tremor.
like how we all have like characteristics that we always follow, and Ken always looks for the loopholes for how he can make his character travel further than normal.
So, what is?
Hey, I didn't choose this life. Those boots chose me a long time ago, and I just embraced it.
How far would you say he is from me?
Now?
Yeah, 40 feet.
These fives?
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
45. I'm the one of them.
Yeah, 45.
Oh, yeah,
Every
you're...
back.
That's pretty random, though.
I'm just on a rough estimate. And we're going to want to investigate this because it's got harness on it. It's got a yoke and everything, right?
Yeah.
It's so we to dispose of these buggers.
Why do we need to investigate it? Do we think a pirate built it? Come on.
Do we?
We're looking for pirates.
Well,
Right,
we're
could be.
also looking for
Oh, that other person.
Look at that thing.
that thing.
Oh, right.
I mean, if we could bypass the rest of this trip, that would be great.
Well, I get it. I appreciate the reminder.
Somehow I don't think the DM is going to let that happen. You never know.
You guys getting bored with this?
No.
No.
I think I will. He's running for his life.
Mhm.
Skipping for his life.
And they are
Kazaloo,
chasing
my
him, right?
driver, my-
These flies. big flies.
It raised up and started to approach him, and then he ran off.
Okay.
Flies haven't had their turn yet.
All right. I'm just gonna hold my action to Sacred Flame the closest.
Not going to move.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold my action,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna move
Maybe
Is it-
Christian can help you out.
Sure.
maybe 10, 15 feet off the boat, just to get me a little closer to him,
There's 15 from where you were.
and maybe another 5. Just give me another 5. And I'll hold a Sacred Flame for any bug that chases him that I can reach within
Mhm.
60 feet of me. That's it.
Okay. Artemis.
Right. Okay. So it hasn't done anything yet. But I agree. Well, if we think the goal is to engage and investigate, then I will go 5, 10 pass through my person. 15, 20, 25. Max normal movement. And so that's 30, and we were 100 away, so now there's still an extra 10 feet, so can't get there from here. Right? Yeah, 30, 70. Okay, so I'm not beyond 60 feet. And I too will hold a Sacred Flame if one should come our direction.
Okay. Artemis. Jeff.
Okay, so I am going to move 30 feet, and I am going to sprint 40 feet, because that's how that works. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Beautiful hair bouncing as he runs through the sand.
Oh yeah, and the beach.
Baywatch vibes.
Yeah, I was
Yes,
just
and
thinking
there's
the beach.
a white
Baywatch.
horse in the background for some reason. And
40. He's gonna have his war face on and gonna rage.
There you go. All right.
how about you, garbage birds?
Oh, I forgot they were up there.
Oh, are they scared of you, or are they just
They're
getting into
flies.
formation?
They're giant flies. They're flies. They are all about the open wounds on the brontosaur. Yes, had Bay been right there next to him, flies will bite if you let them land on you. All right, Belinda.
All right, Christian, you can help me out.
Sure.
I can do move and dash 80, so I'm end up somewhere here-ish
Oh, wow.
in this direction.
30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 75, 80.
Okay.
Unless he picked a straight line.
Well, I mean,
See that?
His feet are getting wet though.
Yeah.
he, she. Okay.
That's all right.
You're cool with that? I mean,
Yep.
I could,
His character's feet are getting wet. Yes, her feet. Okay,
I'm sure that happened getting out of the boat anyway. So.
yeah, right.
Bay decides to sit down and eat lunch.
So, alright. Jeff is here to protect me, so I will walk behind him and shoot a fly.
Okay.
So you're moving towards Jeff?
That's a 10 to hit.
Yeah.
10 does not hit.
Yeah. What are you, like 10 feet behind
Alright.
me?
Sure.
Okay.
10 feet. Seems good.
Okay. No dash? Tremor?
Nope.
I will move 30 feet to follow Bay.
Just put him behind him.
Yeah. That's and then I will continue to hold the sacred flame.
Okay. That was Tremor. Artemis?
Hang on. I'll catch up.
Make one slight adjustment.
Sure.
A little bit out of a line.
Oh, now the firebolt. The lightning bolt is going to be...
These aren't, magical giant flies, are they?
There's
don't
all sorts
know.
of ways to do
Never
it.
know.
They shoot laser beams out of their
It would be a fire-breathing brontosaurus that wakes up and burps.
Yeah, right. Fire breathing flies. Who's to say? All right, Artemis is going to move forward. 5, 10,
Pardon me.
20,
I'm just a little hungry.
25, 30. Okay, 30. That's 2 30s. That's 60. So 60 from 100 is 40. Okay, so Artemis, not gonna wait. I will cast Sacred Flame at this nearest fly.
Okay. Roll D6 for me.
Crap. That's a 1.
Okay.
So Sacred Flame.
Is it the same as a natural?
Flame-like radiance descends on a creature you can see within range. Target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take damage.
This is +3.
Ooh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Loop-de-loop.
16 days. Or take. So no damage, I guess, if it succeeds. Must have dodged it. All right.
All right. That was Artemis. Jeff.
Storm's going south of us. My house getting hammered. Which one do I want? Let's go for whichever one's closest.
So this one?
Yeah, 15, 20, 25, 30 will put me there. I should be able to reach it with the whip.
I used to have a whole bunch of these. I don't know where they're at. Very frustrating.
Those are tall sticks.
Yeah.
Oh, tall sticks.
Well, it stands to reason some would be on it working
No,
on
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. Until they're shot.
And some are flying around.
Yeah, well,
sure.
you know.
Yeah, Bob just went right between here and my house. Just,
We'll use the whip. 11 to hit.
11 misses.
11 misses.
Okay.
This is like second time using the whip. I
What?
think.
You're level 4, right? Yeah.
these are giant. How big is a giant fly?
5 foot, as big as your chest, kind of like pictured.
Okay.
Five
Yeah,
foot.
I don't yet have
They're a
my-
medium-sized creature.
don't yet have my second attack.
Okay. But you do have an offhand.
I do, but nothing at range.
Okay. Oh, right, because you need the reach. Jeff, it's Fly's turn. And...
Come at me, cowards!
Belinda.
Okay. So you can do diagonal, right? 5, 10,
Yeah, sure.
15, 20. 25. I need to here.
Okay.
Watch out for the tail.
Yeah, anything? Can I see anything else about the Brontosaurus up close now? It's dead.
So you're going to use your action to investigate?
Yeah, so I guess the flies aren't actively coming after us. Sure.
All right. Investigate.
2.
Yeah, it's a brontosaurus. It's dead. It's got...
kick its tail. Is it dead?
Did it move?
Can I eat it?
I have a picture that I can use for inspiration.
Actually, Linda the butcher actually might be interested in that because they're good meat on this thing.
Yeah.
Is it
All right.
spoiled or is it still
yeah,
fresh?
if it's
Obviously, this picture is not perfect in regards to the actual scene. You know, it flipped around. This has a howdah and the flies, right? But I thought it was a pretty good picture.
Yeah.
So I only got 2, but
I used it
fresh kill. Been
What is the
rotting here for 3
What
days?
is the shelf life of a dinosaur?
Yeah.
At room temperature.
A worm.
There is an odor to
Tropical.
it.
Yeah.
You're not getting much for it, too.
Yeah. Okay.
Big gashes on the side, right? Maybe if you can see them, I've got one gash here, one gash here, one gash here. There are long strikes down their side. But that for 2, that's all.
Yeah,
You're
okay.
not getting much more. All right. That was Belinda. We're to Bay. Bay's watching.
Yeah.
Slowly.
So let's continue my trek behind Jeff.
Okay. Just moving behind Jeff. That's fine.
And then, okay, I'm going to point to a spot on the ground that's like somewhat centered between the 5 of us.
You're
And
pointing
then I
to.
will.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Sorry.
What are you doing?
I'll cast Prestidigitation again, and I'll try to make an even more enticing smell to pull the flies away from the dinosaur.
Where would you like the
So basically, take
target to be?
kind of equal distance between the 5 of us.
Like
Cheating
here?
more towards the water.
Like there?
A little bit south of there, but yeah.
A little bit south of there. Is this south?
Yes.
Yeah. Which way is north? I usually say the top of the map. Which way is top of the map? I don't know.
Top of the camera is the way he's looking at it.
Yeah, good point. Thank you. Yeah. So that's where you want it, and you want.
Yes.
And what do you think the diameter of the smell radius would be on this precipitation of smoke?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm thinking the
I make a harmless sensory effect, such as an odor.
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So
On
how windy is it?
well, let me tell you. Is
What was our weather report?
cloudy with occasional sun, moderate 10 to 15 miles per hour winds from the northwest. Off in the distance, you hear a rumbling in the sky as a thunderstorm might be passing to the south of you. All right,
So we'll see what it does.
we'll see what it does. Okay, and so that's your turn, and we go on to Tremor.
I will cast Guidance on Bay when he investigates. So he'll get the benefit then. It's a 1d4 added to any skill roll
Yep.
for 1 minute.
You gonna move?
And I'll move half the distance that I got there to
Half the
to
distance, maybe Wes or Kenton or Glenn could help you out. Okay, Mr. Long Arms.
That's good.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, you're done.
And
Artemis, you're next.
Yep.
yes.
Would you like to move up here?
Yeah, maybe like one square over. So again, we're not lined up.
Oh,
Too
the
terribly.
sand is too deep for you. Oh,
I'm not as dexterous on the sand.
like there.
One out.
One more out.
There we go. Okay, and
Fire at will.
Can't possibly save like that again, can they? You know what? Well, so clarification: the 4 that are down, they're on the brontosaurus versus up in the air.
Correct.
Okay.
They flew up, they buzzed
Moved
around,
around and
and
settled.
found enough place to land. All in 6 seconds.
Excellent. All right. I will attempt to sacred flame the nearest one in that B pattern.
Roll a d6.
Yipper. That's a 3.
Unnatural 20.
Okay. Light.
Dave's
I light up the brontosaurus.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my turn.
That is Artemis. Jeff.
Jeff will yell, "Fight me, cowards!" And he'll move. This guy, he's kind of like,
Yeah.
you know, get him in there, right?
You know flies. How hard they are.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
They see you coming because they got the.
Yeah.
They saw your sacred flame.
One of their 100 eyes.
Yep.
You know, the two-headed ogre gets advantage on perception checks because it has the 2 heads. Well, this has got 100 eyes, right?
Yep.
Right.
I rolled another 11
For
to attack.
oh
To
yeah,
hit, which
yeah.
does not hit.
Bzzz, it flew off. You know. Oh damn it! I didn't get
Yeah.
it. Done.
Yep.
They seem like they don't care about you guys.
All right, Belinda.
These flies have no honor.
But they really don't seem. Yeah, they don't even though you guys are swatting at them, they're not attacking us.
There's an open wound.
I'm gonna go. Let's see.
You gotta crawl
Climb.
onto it.
I have to climb over it to get straight there when I or go around.
I mean, it's that.
Yeah.
Ish.
Difficult terrain, I think.
Okay. I will go over here by the neck
Yeah.
and try to take a swat at that one.
Okay.
So it's a 17 to hit it.
Yep. Oh yeah. Thank you for the reminder.
Tribal drums.
There's
from
drums off in the
woods.
back road.
This is just combat music.
Oh, okay. For the
We were waiting for the other foot to
the big
roll here.
combat with the fly.
The ambiance.
Oh man. So 4 on that one. 4 damage.
4 damage. Roll d6.
They watch it.
6.
6. 4 damage. Okay.
And my bonus action, I can do another one.
Okay.
And that's a 24 to hit it.
Nice.
And that one got 6 damage.
Splat.
All right.
No.
No splat. These are huge ass spiders. Huge ass
Flies.
flies.
Okay.
It's a shame we can't do walk-on music
6 would
anymore
kill a level
with the
one.
like, copyright thing. Bay's walk-on music would definitely be Baywatch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not here in the queue.
You're done. Belinda, that was Belinda's turn. So we're back to Bay. Oh, there's a fly right there.
Okay.
Got hit twice. It hasn't flown away yet.
Is it bloody?
No.
No. Did it break
Okay.
a wing?
I will go over back to the thing on its back.
All right.
I will jump over the neck to get there. Get
One,
track tab.
2,
Jump over the
3.
neck.
Oh, you have that jump spell. Woo! Where would you like to land?
He said, check it out.
You're checking out the Hada.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Here.
Okay, you. All right.
I'll use this investigation help that I just got.
Plus D4.
Plus the D4.
All right. So it's a 21 plus.
It was
3,
made
so
on the
24.
East Coast of the island because you could see. Right?
So, although primitive, this is an intelligent community built this, right? You have the howdah is sturdy, it's decorative. It's almost like it was a celebration type of thing, right? It wasn't just a plain structure. It had like colorful trimming to it, right? It has the brontosaur has a bridle, right? Forgive my lack of term.
no, you're right.
Bit and ropes going from that. The bronto has blinders on it. Right. The structure itself, well built, but with your 22, right?
24.
24, with your 24, it is built for something that is significantly shorter than you. 5 feet tall, maybe, whereas you're probably 6-ish feet. So the roof would be very short for you. Maybe as you look over down the side of the bronto or the ladder that was pulled up, you could see that the rungs are short, right?
Okay.
You would see blood. You would see blood inside the howdah. Otherwise, you could see where there were benches. There's probably benches on the floor, loose stools that were people could sit on. On the inside of the howdah, there is a edge, like you could set stuff on. There's a door. There's a door to the howdah that was you could open and close, and that is ajar and broken. As you investigate the howdah itself, because that's where you are.
Yes.
That seems like pretty good
Alright.
information.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That was
No skull and crossbones that would signal that it was a pirate. Just asking.
no. It doesn't say, hey, they're over there. That was vague.
Pirate
Tremor.
hideout.
Yeah, right. Hey.
I will join him as best I can.
Move and dash will give you there. For sure.
Well, I'll go here, and I'll look at the bridle, and I'll try to gain, like, what I want to do could be investigation, but I'm trying to determine, is this something of a civilized society using primitive materials, or is it a primitive society that's just advanced enough to do this, like create a bridle and
Like, does it look like they're a blacksmith, like
Right.
higher end skills
So
versus?
I'm thinking, are these pirates that have been waylaid on this island and have made a civilization?
Mm-hmm.
You know, they know how to do all of this fancy blacksmithing and woodworking. Whereas if they were primitive, they would be more simple. You know, the material wouldn't be as refined. It would be
Mm-hmm.
you know, crappy leather wouldn't be good leather.
Mhm.
You know, well seasoned leather.
Okay. Give me
That
a
kind
roll.
of stuff. So, do I do an investigation or insight?
Do we pause?
I'm trying to get the meaning behind those things, not you know,
Okay.
insight.
I'll give you an insight.
Which one is lower?
So that's 20. Unnatural.
Unnatural 20. The materials do not look like any materials that would have been made in Pharaoh. They're not of modern day standard. They are not of materials that you would find you would expect could be found out off the island, right?
Is it like dinosaur hide?
The leather would be like a dinosaur hide leather, right? You can tell that the leather of this rope, whatever this rope is made of, isn't the rope that's on the ship.
It's not finely crafted.
It's, and I don't even want to say that, right? It was well made. These are sturdy ropes, and you can tell. Yeah, you can understand why they use them because they are sturdy ropes.
Simple but strong.
They are made from materials on the island.
Okay.
All right, made. There is definitely intelligence in the crafting of this bridle bit.
Okay.
As far
Maybe
as
use a piece of bone instead of steel.
Bespoke, locally sourced, sustainable.
Bespoke, oh, that word.
there's no tariffs were involved in
yes,
this.
that's right.
It's like
No import.
moist.
Shop local.
That's right.
Bespoke just gets under my skin. It's like moist. So
What?
bespoke.
Bespoke.
It's like moist.
I
you know?
feel
Yeah,
like
I
that-
do.
It's been overused lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bespoke was
Before
over.
that was artisan.
There you go. Yeah.
Artisanal.
Yeah.
For me, it's
Before that, it was pumpkin spice.
yeah.
Anyways,
Anyway, so that's what I'll give you by just looking at the bridle.
excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So that was Tremor Artemis.
Flintstones, not Jetsons.
Yeah, right. There you go. In the simplest terms.
Artemis.
Let's see. Yep. Well, let's go. 15. And let's switch things up. I'm still going to go after this guy that she hit.
Yep.
And took a lot of shots at, and we're gonna do something different. Sacred Flame is not working, so let's do something else. Let's go with Fireball. Yeah, if only.
Sacred Spear.
Okay, let's do.
Kill the flies and roast some meat at the same time. You like burnt marshmallows, right?
I mean, yeah,
Just a second.
it's not rotten. There's a lot of meat here. Feed the crew for a week.
So let's go back to that. Okay, we're gonna throw the psychic blades this time, because tired of not with that.
Probably a good question, Glenn. If I cast Spare the Dying on a dead dinosaur, does it
So-
preserve the meat?
If I burn my heroic inspiration, that doesn't take away from luck. That's just a traditional
right.
reroll.
That's a traditional roll.
Do I want to do that on a fly? No, but I will throw the other one, and that is 13 to hit.
It hits.
Yay! And that is. Okay, well that didn't do
Like
much.
that number.
3 points of psychic damage.
I think you can make
Okay.
an argument for preserving it such as it is now, not reversing
I get
the
8
rotting.
days of preservation.
Yeah, preserve as is now,
Yeah.
not reverse time.
Yeah, no.
Reverse rotting.
That was Artemis, Jeff.
Choose a creature within range that has 0 hit points and isn't dead.
Yeah, isn't
This
Well,
very much is dead. So
so we think.
we think.
Yeah, nobody's
Led to
checked.
believe.
Nobody's.
Have you checked the pulse?
Huge gashes doesn't.
All of a sudden, it lurches.
Well, let's see. On a person, you go like this. So on this thing, could be like. wrap your arm
Well,
around
even a
its
dead
neck.
body could have reflex, right? If you hit it in just
Trade
right.
the diamonds for that
Yeah.
resurrection. Need a chest full of diamonds for that resurrection. That's.
So here's what I'm doing. I'm gonna kind of go around here, and then I'm going to do an unarmed charge attack strike. Basically,
You're
yeah,
just gonna pounce on it.
yeah. It's basically just gonna like jump like over the neck, trying to connect.
Okay.
So he's gonna do a superfly. Wrestling move off
Well,
the
that's
top
the wrong
rope.
character, though.
Oh, that one is. Yep, this is like
Yeah. there you
And
go.
you're hitting it with what?
His
unarmed
chest.
strike.
Unarmed strike.
Yeah.
He's throwing
with,
elbows.
with the intention to. You're not going to grapple it.
No, to hit it.
All right.
gonna grab it in the middle.
Super fire.
Unarmed strike. Nat 20.
Nice.
So with the charge attack, let's see, that's an extra D8. So it's a D8 plus. It's just 5. It's you don't roll on a dice, so it's.
Usually it's plus your strength.
It just has a 5.
But unarmed strength.
Oh, because it's a crit.
Well, first of all, you should have a base damage for an unarmed strike.
Yeah, because I don't know what D&D Beyond is doing, but because the hit, it's saying it's 5 points.
Okay.
So I
5.
don't-
What is your?
I don't know how to clear the.
You don't? Do you know you the calculation? You got the 5. All right. We're giving it the 5. All right. But now we're gonna give it the max damage you could do.
So that's unarmed strike is 5, and then there's a D8 for the charge attack, and I also have to roll the D8
All right.
for the
Okay.
other half.
What's
of
your
it.
strength? 18? 16? 18?
Strength is 15.
Your strength is 15, so that's a plus 2. Plus 2. So
That one's the 8.
I thought unarmed strength was a D4 plus 2. So which would make sense that they'd give you 5 points there. Right? That would be base damage. All right. So D4 is 4 plus 2 is 6 plus your 5 is 11. That's
23 total. So I rolled a 5.
yeah. So I mean, you got it, right?
Spectacular fashion.
Goo starts flying
so that
everywhere.
was all.
I mean, if you would describe it however you want.
He's like leaping across.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
He's not like planning to land.
Yeah.
He's
Smush it, or was you trying to tackle it?
no, he's not tackling. He is connecting.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, the connecting is as far as he's planned,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And he just goes
I like it.
through the fly.
Yeah.
He flies through the floor.
Yeah. Just a dexterity check to see if you land on your feet, unless you just say you don't.
That's a good point because I do have advantage on dexterity.
Yeah.
There you go.
So I feel like
Stick the landing.
he would stick the landing. I can roll it if you want.
Yeah, roll. Just see
Um,
this one. You need a quick dice.
Yeah. It's give me a 2d20. And then the plus 2. So 14.
Yeah. Yeah, you stick the landing.
Yeah.
But
That's
you
super
have a
helpful, but-
fly kebab on your
Yeah.
forearm.
Yeah.
You're just like,
Nice. I love that image. That's awesome.
all right. That was Jeff. The flies.
Charlie, can we stop with the
Belinda?
flies?
Yeah. So
We haven't seen much battle in a while.
yeah. So I guess
He got excited.
I can see that Bay's already checked it out. It's like, is there anything in there worth keeping?
Is there anything worth keeping?
There we go. I don't think so. I mean, I haven't gone inside to look around, but
Check for some.
I
How
didn't see
about-
anything
how about,
for
like,
me to go into
inlays?
the province.
No, but like, okay, I want to look at the footprints. Like, can I see
Mm-hmm.
this animal's footprints?
Yeah.
Or whatever attacked
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a perception check.
Where is? How about nature?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that seems appropriate.
13.
13. What you see is an obvious path off the back end of the beach where the trees, one of the trees seems uprooted, and you can see that a big brontosaur path goes from where it is now to over there. But on either side of it, you see all these other footprints.
Okay.
All these other what?
Footprints.
Big footprints,
And-
little person footprints.
Little person. Yeah, well, normal sized person footprints.
And
Humanoid footprints.
And does the animal look like something spend some time eating it, or just?
You know, I'm gonna retract the normal footprints. We're gonna say it had. Let's see. I want to know how many toes this thing had.
Yeah.
Ooh, it has 2 toes. I'm gonna make it 3. 3 toes. 2 toes in the front and 1 toe in the back.
And these are on the left and right of the path, is what I heard.
Yeah, they're on either side of the path.
And how? I mean, like people size or like?
No, people size. I would say they're within 12 inches long. You know, that long-ish.
Okay.
To kind of go out like this, one to the back. But they're not. They're not. The word. No, bird.
Oh, avian.
Avian. They're not avian.
Okay.
Okay.
They're more fleshy than that.
So we have heard stories of bird people
Yeah.
that supposedly stole the small idol.
But these don't look like talons.
Yeah.
Like the rooster and hen you were fighting.
And it looked like something actually ate this thing and gutted it, or like it just
Well, you
killed
haven't
it and left it.
you haven't investigated that yet.
Okay.
Your nature check saw a path in the nature.
Okay. It's over.
You saw it back here,
Trees.
yeah. Back.
Okay.
You look back to the forest line. You can see palm,
So
palm,
big-
open, palm, palm.
Big path that the brontosaur could have walked
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. And one of the trees is even uprooted. With your 13 score.
Like there was a
With your 13
scuffle ruckus around. That
you can make
path
that.
and-
I can see where you can make that assumption.
Okay.
All right, that was Belinda.
Yeah, she's gonna start heading towards that path. I think.
All right, good. Bay.
Is there anything else to investigate around here?
I found a path.
I guess I'll poke my head in the whatever it's called and
The Howda. Yeah.
do a quick. Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Take a quick,
I'm gonna
quick
tell
look.
you. I've told you what I'm gonna tell you about inside the Howda. When you asked for it, I kind of said what I would think would be in there. There was blood. There
Oh, okay.
was the reins, the carpentry of it. There is no treasure chest. There is no
Inlaid gems.
Bodies.
no. The decorations were there.
Sword.
This wasn't necessarily like the workman's Howda Brontosaurus that you would find at the rock quarry. This was more like the party
parade,
barge.
yeah, right.
Okay.
Right. But that was last turn.
Can rent it for the weekend.
Maybe.
Okay. Yeah, let's go and I'll start following Belinda then.
Okay. You gonna go to the. I mean you go. How far do you go? Right. Oh, let's see. How far away is the edge? 10. We'll say 100 feet out. 100 feet out is seems to be the edge of the beach, right? And so it comes down. There's all these palm trees there, and there's this obvious path that Belinda's been pointing out. He points out these 3 pronged footprints. They're bipedal. But that's still haven't done anything, right? This is just he's telling you this, pointing it out.
Yeah, bipedal, 3-pronged. And the best I can think of is that bird, those bird people. That we were-
But then he
What?
says,
Ooh.
"Look at how fat these are. These don't look like bird footprints."
Would
Yeah,
they be
but
like those little fiery people? Those firehead people? Lava people? Lava lovers?
Saw those on a volcanic island.
Oh yeah.
So this is not a volcanic island?
Doesn't mean they didn't migrate.
Well, this is the same island that we've been circling around for forever. It's got a lot of climates here.
I think we should switch background music to exploration.
That the lava people were on a smaller
agree.
island on the other side of
Or small
Yes.
humanoid.
So you are correct. We are
Yeah, it was
some
that one that dragon was flying around.
close. Yeah, closer to that. Yeah, I don't remember exactly, but yeah, we're that way.
I think this is worth investigating where this came from.
Sure.
Yeah.
You're gonna take us out of it.
I think I'll take the lead and start following the footprints. Carry on. Let's see
Okay.
how far they go.
That was Bay Tremor.
I will follow, running dash.
Is everyone going? So no more investigation on the brontosaurus. We're gonna move toward the path.
We've looked at the important parts. Yeah.
We're investigating the brontosaurus. I thought we were punching flies.
Yeah.
Some of us did a little investigation too.
Tremor's
Not a lot.
Tremor's
I
following.
will say, hey, I think Belinda's got something.
They're walking off the beach here, as they investigate. Artemis, what are you doing? You gonna follow them?
Yes, however, I don't know that I gathered from these other investigations. Are the footprints they're seeing in the wood, or beyond the tree line, right? That's where the footprints were.
No, the footprints are in the sand.
Okay, they are in the sand.
So this was it seems what they're gathering. There was some attack on this brontosaur that came from the woods and onto the beach, where it finally ended here.
Okay, but these three-toed things escaped back into the woods, is what we gather. Because we don't
Could be right here under the sand for all you know.
See, that's where I was like, is there a body under the brontosaurus? Not that we're going to lift the brontosaurus, but that's kind of was like, well, where's the bodies? Somebody was riding in this thing.
That is a safe assumption. With a 5 or less, I would give you that.
Excellent. Okay, Jeff's still back here with this kebab.
I'm going next, though.
Yeah, I know.
Looks like the group is moving.
Migrating. Yeah, I see that. Well, I guess we can all. This is where the boat is. We can always check it on the way back. Yes, I will move and dash to catch up to the. Yeah, there you go.
Jeff, what are you doing?
Jeff is has satisfied his bloodlust, rage.
Gut lust.
So he'll move in.
All right.
Move and dash, catch up.
Okay, so we're moving off this map. I don't know if I need it.
We may come back.
Yeah. And the flies would probably be in different spots then anyway, right?
Whole lot of buzzing going on.
The beach is paved over.
Darn developers building everything.
Change the name to Death Bay, right?
America, I think.
Yeah.
What's that song? Paved Over Paradise.
Yeah, put over a parking lot. Yeah.
Booty the Blowfish?
Sounds right.
No, it was a female singer.
Oh, yeah.
No, it wasn't.
No.
No, I'm wrong.
There might have been various versions of it, but
It was a light voice, though.
I don't know how well that's going to come out.
Counting Crows.
Really?
Really?
Is that the original?
I don't know.
That sounds right.
I wonder if it was Big Yellow. Joni Mitchell?
All right. that's it. Now I just got demonetized, but that's
So,
okay.
okay, so whoever said it was a woman, yes, that version it was. And then the Counting Crows did it.
All right, so I don't know. Let's maybe I can see how that comes out. That's hard for him to see.
It's a river.
No, this is a path.
A path. Okay.
So you follow the tracks of the path, and actually it goes on for a mile. I mean, you're getting a ways from the beach, and you got trees, and the path is winding through, but it's big path because the brontosaur was going through here, and you can see that it was running because the tail was swagging, and trees are knocked over, and also as you go along, you find other dead dinosaurs that have been domesticated. A triceratops with a saddle on it. And I don't know my dinosaurs. More of the raptor-sized ones, right? The horse-sized dinosaurs with saddles on them. They're dead, and so along the path. But as you follow this along, you see where it comes into a canyon, like the hills of Valley.
And looking at these dinosaurs that have been killed,
Mm-hmm.
it looks like slashes, like weapons, or like claws and
Give me an
animals.
investigation check.
How about nature?
How about
Guidance.
how about
I'll give
medicine?
him guidance.
Uh,
As he walks up to them,
Yeah.
I'll give him guidance.
what does that do?
Gives
1d4.
gives you an extra D4.
Okay. So. Come on.
You can have my D4 if you dare.
Oh, no.
They won't use your dice, but they'll roll ones on their dice all day.
Yep. 14.
Way to go, because you had a -1.
Yeah. That's why I want to do nature.
The creatures have these long gashes on them. As to what caused those gashes, that's kind of beyond your.
When you say long, can you,
I know. Hey,
how
I know
long?
knives.
One foot,
yeah, right.
less than a foot.
I know. I was thinking 18 inches to 2 feet, to 18 to 24 inches long gashes.
Now, here's a question I think we can ask is, do all the gashes look consistently sized?
Very similar. Well, I know. I'll qualify that. The ones on the brontosaur on the beach were much larger. The ones on this horse-sized dinosaur, they're more of the 18 to 24 inch long. Okay, so you come down this path. You see these other dinosaurs. That you've probably seen how many of these? Six. Probably 2 triceratops and four of the horsey-looking ones. Dimetrons. I don't know what they are. But they would be 2-legged and kind of riding like a
Tauntauns.
tauntaun. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, they smell bad on the outside.
You've traveled a mile and you're coming up to the canyon.
Have we seen any other signs of civilization?
No,
We're wildlife.
there is what you would consider typical wildlife: birds, normal-sized birds flitting here, smaller creatures, maybe a squirrel-like creature.
Normal sized insects.
Normal-sized insects. They do also exist on this island. So, keeping with going back top the order, Bay, what do you do?
I will bravely continue marching forward.
Tremor, what do you do?
I will back them up about 15 feet.
Actually, question about the gashes on the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Do they look like claws that would match the footprints that we're following?
Yeah.
Or do
Yes.
they more look like weapons?
That's a nature or medicine check.
Nature or medicine? But I'm not good at either of those. So we'll go nature because I'm much better at that one. 14.
Yeah, and you don't get anything new, right? Because you rolled a 15, and 18 to 24 inch long gashes down the sides of these creatures.
All right.
All right. We said Bay. Bay Tremor. You're 15 feet back. Artemis. I mean, say something if you want to say something. Artemis.
Let's see.
I'll hold the guidance for
You can be in front, behind, because we're just kind of. This is what you're doing as you're.
That's good.
All right, there's.
I hold the guidance for anybody who investigates something. The first person who investigates something.
Okay.
Can I do that?
I don't know. Sure.
It's a cantrip.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can hold a spell, so I don't know why you can't hold it. That was
Drop.
Artemis. Jeff?
Oh, I feel pressured to investigate something.
Wait, I didn't. You're fine.
Because our investigation turned up so much.
Right.
Those animals are dead.
That's
Something
not-
cut them.
Well, that's what you see. I can describe the animals more.
I'll just keep moving forward.
Where would you like to be in the pack? Probably out toward the front, wouldn't you be?
Near the front. Yeah. With Bay hiding behind the tracks.
That was Jeff. Belinda, where would you like to be in all this?
I'll go with Jeff at the front.
There?
Sure.
Okay. So, I mean, as you are walking on, you can see the trees end, and you have this valley of rocks. And these are trying to be like levels. I don't know. They're not very dark. I know. I'm sorry. So that's like one level. It climbed up 10 feet. Oh, there's a nice dark. Up 10 feet or 15. There's another level. Then it climbs up another 15 feet. Right? It's kind of the same over here.
So the path is the bottom of a big
This is the path.
crevice.
This is yeah.
So the walls are going up
Yeah.
at an angle from us.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
I am going to cast a message to Jeffafa,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to tell him, hey, up ahead looks like there's that looks like a trap. That could be a trap. Maybe we should get on one of the sides and get up there and get some elevation. I don't know if that's 20 words.
Yeah.
Limited.
Would you like me to investigate?
It's a trap.
That's 3 words. You're good.
Are we still following turns?
Yeah. I do turns just to
You
make sure
can
everyone
reply
gets.
in a whisper.
I do turns just to make sure everyone gets a chance to do something.
So I guess with that, Jeff would take the opportunity to. I guess that wasn't. So this is the area where it goes up.
Yeah, and so is this on either side.
Yeah, we're at the
Okay.
bottom.
So I would go to where kind of like look down in. Like, is this all like a ridge here?
Yeah, this is kind of it's another ridge.
Okay. So I would go wherever I can get like kind of a viewpoint down in.
You're at the bottom. The hills are going to the side.
Okay, then maybe I would climb inside then.
All right, so pick one.
Oh, this
Yeah,
side.
this side has more space. So you start to climb up to this. We're gonna call this. This is flat here, right? This is up. This is up. This is flat here. So thank you for taking the side where you have more space.
And, I would look for traps.
Yeah.
Perception.
Yeah, perception.
Does that trigger your held
I guess ambush would have been the word I was thinking.
ambush? Ambush is a type of trap.
That
Yeah.
trigger your
Ambush is a
guidance?
trap.
I used message, so I can't.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh right, point.
Next turn.
Perception.
7 + 1.
8. Yeah, you can see there that there is obviously a space that people could walk here. there's a steep. This is steep, and you have just basically what I described.
I could definitely set up an ambush here. So there'll
You see
be
any footprints.
there'll be the message I send back to you. Is I could definitely set up an ambush
So
here.
just transition to our marching order instead of our initiative. All right, Belinda, you saw Jeff go up there. What would you do? Would you go with him, or would you do something else?
Actually, I'll do similar on the other side.
Okay, you come up here.
Yeah.
All right, we're not
There-
being strict with movement at this
Yeah.
point.
Any footprints or any evidence of?
So a perception check or investigation. What are you doing?
Nature.
The...
You want to check the nature again?
Yes, I'd love to check the nature of this place.
Well, your foot is tracking.
13.
So you check the nature of this place?
Yes.
Okay.
What's the soil type?
Well, the soil
Did I
type
set up a garden here? Yeah.
the soil type does transition from the more fertile tree to a more rocky, sandy cliff, right? For nature. You can see that as you get to this edge, you can see that this path is worn. I think that's a fair
Okay.
nature-y type of check.
Sure. Okay.
For a 13 was right?
Yeah. So okay. So it's a
Something else
has
has
a
come
really
up
long
and down in
It's
this.
more in the path. Okay.
Bay, you're the next in the marching order.
Oh, I really want to walk through the probably a trap thing.
You really should, because we've split the party in two. Why
Yes,
not split
yes.
it in three?
So walk right down the middle of Yay the Valley of Death.
Yeah, that's right. Took it right.
Okay.
You
I
should
will
flank my
do the
friends,
logical thing, and I'll recast jump on myself because that seems like a good thing to be able to jump, and then I will follow. I'll follow Jeff. He's been my meat shield for this adventure so far.
I feel loved.
He's still trying to get
He
up.
respects your skill as a
Yeah.
protector.
Yeah, you have a higher armor class than me.
While wearing no armor. Yes. That is true.
It's the fishnet armor. It's all
Uh-huh.
good. Adamantium strings.
And I guess if I'm remembering correctly, you said that it rises up
I'd love to make
on both sides of Jeff.
Well, no, not both sides of Jeff now, right? Because Jeff went up the left side. So on where Jeff's at, if we put him on this edge, there is a 15-foot drop to his right and a 15 up to his left.
Oh. Okay. I might actually try to jump up to the one that's to his left then. Get a higher vantage point.
Yeah. So the path is down the middle here, and then we're on either side, and you're following Jeff.
Right,
Yes.
okay, gotcha.
So you're gonna go up here and you're gonna jump up another level yet? Is that what I heard?
Yeah, if I can.
Sure.
Let's see what's up there.
Okay. And you didn't use an action, right? You still have that jump on you. Now, we've walked a mile. How long does that spell last?
Oh, I recast it.
He just recast.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. So you going to do a perception check up here?
Yes, perception's probably appropriate. That's a big old 18.
18. With an 18, you can see that... and what kind of check? Perception? With an 18 perception check, you can see... I would say that the space up here is rocky, and there's loose dirt, almost sand-like. Obviously, nothing growing here. But maybe there's not enough that you would see footprints. But you can see this. There's plenty of space for people, for something to walk here. You could see
I
that
no one waiting to ambush us.
you do not see anyone waiting to ambush you.
All right.
I thought there was a waterfall.
Okay.
I'm happy.
All right. And was Bay. Trimmer?
Uh,
Come on, you gotta go down the middle.
I am thinking down the middle. They just stayed here.
No, he's way up there.
Oh, sorry. Who's it's you, right?
Yeah, I'm
Belinda's
still
down here.
Shouldn't you be?
Jeff. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, I should go to Artemis. I said marching order.
I will say out loud, I'm going to go down the middle, I think. Stay between everybody.
Sure. Fortune favors the bold. Artemis will go.
Right there.
The somewhat.
You
Kind
should
of
shout, hello, hello,
The
hello,
kind of a thief
hello.
could.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, I guess I could stealth along the rocky wall? I don't know. I'll stay to one side. Let's see that much.
Okay. You give a perception check.
Sure.
Or pick a check if you want, and
Oh,
I'll try to modify it to whatever you want to use. You can go up next one.
Not next one, but maybe, yeah. That's good.
You're doing
Bless
a religion check.
a what?
Religion check?
Religion.
Yeah.
Religion.
Yeah,
You
what was
should-
I walked through the valley of the shadow of
No,
death. What was the next line?
Shall feel no evil. For thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. No, we'll go. Yeah, we're not gonna get much with a 9 on anything.
No. I mean, the Brontosaurus tracks are obvious,
Sure.
right?
Yeah, I'm going to do an investigation as well just to
Mm-hmm.
see if I can find any tracks that aren't already known to us.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a natural 20.
A natural 20.
I didn't even,
Tracks from a
I didn't even
mountain
add-
bike. And
You
a
can
couple
see all the
18
I'm
traps
looking-
that
I'm looking
Artemis has
for-
triggered along the way.
The attackers of these things, the fleeing humanoids.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So, as you see blood, you see blood on the canyon walls, right? That's something down here. You see these tracks intermixed with dinosaur tracks. These three-toed creatures. They obviously killed them very slowly. No, that's just because he said sloth. You could see that there was a battle that was going on through this canyon. And at some point, I mean, you got to move in here to see some of this. You could see maybe somewhere about here, maybe there was no blood. It was in this space that there was blood, and then back here the blood wasn't. But with a natural 20, you see off the side of your eye some sort of reflection way up the hill over there.
which, can you point to that?
Oh, but we're gonna put it where the logo is, somewhere off there, just outside. Just some sort of flash. The sun ray hit you. Something moved.
Can I see Bay?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to message him. I just saw a glint of something up ahead of you. And I'll mentally tell him that location. And only he hears it. Did you hear all that, Bay?
I'll check it out.
And that is my turn.
Okay. Now I'm gonna go from top to my top to my bottom.
Sure.
Right? So Bay, that makes sense that you just heard this, and he points somewhere. Give me your perception check, or what's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 11.
Yeah. You look over there, but by the time you look over there, you didn't see it. Without.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, more flies!
These are the miniature type.
You heard off in the
Well,
distance
let's
someone's.
walk over to exactly where he pointed, and then I'll start poking around.
Yeah.
Because the sun is in an area where a glint would make sense for it.
A glint would not be natural.
Yeah, this wasn't just a natural sunlight. This was something reflected and
Something
hit you.
shiny.
Something shiny hit you. I have the morning of day 27. That's where we're at. I don't know if that's perfect or not. That's what I'm going with. Any arguments?
That's about right. I think.
Morning day
You're
27.
27 or
I don't
28.
know how long
so-
we've been walking, but
Yeah, you've been walking about an hour, but between investigating the beach and doing your little thing, and where we're at now, it's been an hour of your 4 hours, right? Typically, you do a land excursion. You promise to be back in 4 hours. You do have the conch shell in a bag of holding. Someone has a bag of holding.
Yep.
Yeah, so you have the conch shells in the bag of holding if you need them. But this is where you move up to that spot, and you see if you want to move him up to the gem. You see that climbing, and there's not that much more up. I'd say you've gone up 30-ish feet. You're kind of a plateau at 30 feet. It might go up another 20 feet. The path winds up a little bit more. This is not a steep hill. I mean, it's not a huge mountain. But you could see, as you peer down this. Did you give me a perception check or some sort of check?
Not
not this turn, no.
Yeah, give me. You look down this path. You see a path go that way. What do you want to do?
There's a path here. I'll shout over, and
it's still your turn, so he can respond to me.
You can message back.
You can message back.
Okay, then yeah, there's a path over here.
There's a path that leads higher up into the mountains.
Yeah, higher up. So okay, so that people should be able to see me pretty well. I'll start going.
All right, you start following the path. That's cool, but
Yeah, and I want to like. Is there any like what looks like really fresh footprints? That's what I want to
all
specifically.
right, so this is a perception check.
Perception. Did I roll? No, I just pulled it up.
Not this turn.
Here. That was not. There we go. That is another 18.
18. Okay, so as you kind of go around the path, you see something. Was it a creature? Was it an animal? Was it a humanoid? Dash out of your view just as you turn around. Something moved off in the distance.
Something here.
Well, you're not going to whisper from 60 feet away. Well, you can whisper.
Well, I've been whispering. I've been whispering this whole time. I don't know how many words I've used.
It's not limited.
No, you do say. You can say that back to Tremor. Yeah. But so, I mean, we're out of turn order. Really, I'm just going to Jeff for the next. But if there's pertinent information
I'll
that
hang out in an action pose.
if you have something to share,
Yeah, so I will definitely tell. Oh gosh, why did I forget?
Jeff, Artemis.
Artemis. I will definitely tell Artemis, and I'll give a wave and point towards Bay, and a wave up, and then I'll tell Artemis, hey, Bay's got something up there. Let's go follow him.
Just looking forwards, not backwards. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I'm barely caring about movement,
Oh,
right?
okay. Yeah, we'll end up somewhere around here.
So you're about where he is, but down a level.
Yeah. And just looking at my level. Perception.
Yeah, I mean, so perception. Yeah, roll your perception check if you want. Artemis, you're on deck.
15.
Yeah, there's really not that much to give. You do see tracks, evidence that something has been walking along here. You probably do see those footprints. I will tell you there was more than one set, right? There's been a group of those 3-footed creatures on this. It's not just been one at this level.
Okay. So he'll then turn to
Tremor.
And say, yeah, I mean, there's some footprint loudly. There's some footprints here, but there's nobody here.
Uh-huh.
And I'll point up the hill.
I think Bay's up there.
You know how players have their certain behaviors regardless of what characters.
Yeah.
All right,
He's up there, and he just got a first down apparently.
Artemis.
Yeah.
You just heard Jeff say that Bay got a first down. and goal to go.
Nice. All right. Sure.
Those doors can be open, Noel.
Yeah, I don't know why they get.
Oh, Christian went in there with a phone call. That's why they get
It's
closed.
almost 7:30.
I was just call halftime for
Yeah.
Kate.
Yeah, time for Kate.
Let's finish the.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
get to Belinda.
Great. Okay, so he set up. All right. Is this like tough
15
terrain?
feet up.
But is it? Okay, so I wouldn't. But is it like? I'm
You
climbing.
could use
so
it. You can climb it.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, I'll at least get to this level
Mm-hmm.
and go forward.
Dash.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Can I follow him?
Yes, you can. You put it right behind you. That's your move and dash. Well, that's your. I put you here, so you're not climbing anymore.
Oh, okay. I didn't
This
notice.
is the
Okay.
flat, yeah.
Everyone's leaving you there, Belinda.
I know. I mean, yeah, it's probably better to go.
To make it.
All right, I'm fine with that. All right, we're gonna take a 5-minute break to have birthday cake, which 3 of us had made birthdays. So, woohoo! Sorry, Ken.
Oh, it's all right. I am prepared and have chocolate ice cream ready to go.
All right,
Nice.
good man.
They were gonna mail you an ice cream cake, but then
I actually did have some ice cream cake Sunday, so I've scratched that itch recently at least.
Are you making a new monstrosity?
Yeah. I'm recording. I'm in the middle of recording it right now. That's my distraction.
I was gonna ask for a big knife.
Aren't there pie cutters
I didn't see a pie cutter.
in the
Oh,
drawer?
I looked in other drawers, so I just looked in that one and that big one. Scissors.
Yeah.
You think April would want some?
No, she would not. She's being good. It's gonna put our dampering on the desire for your pie, though. There.
yeah, I kind of knew that. I probably just
Ice cream and apple pie. I mean,
if nobody eats any apple pie,
Yeah.
I'll more than happily eat it.
Question for you.
oh, sure.
Do you have a way to get rid of those, or what should I do?
So,
with
legally, all you have to do is get a screw top, not one of these. Put it in that container like a laundry detergent bottle. Just throw them in there, throw them in the garbage. It has to be a closed, sealed
Yeah.
thing. So I got an M&M jar.
Yeah.
Because I have pens. And I put about 20, 30 of them in there. Just throw them in the garbage.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Screw tops.
Because my son had that for a while, but he got one of those actual
You can get
sharps
But see,
container, whatever.
once
but-
it's in that, they think it's a healthcare, and now they don't want you doing that.
They
Yeah.
bio.
But these little pens are so small, the needles are so small.
Oh, yeah.
They're not a reusable type thing to begin with. The ones he had were, but why you put them in those things?
They're more like EpiPens.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to heat up your knife or not, but that's what the path.
I'm in no rush.
Yeah. Thanks, Noel.
So, 57?
55.
55. Wow. I think you were way older than me.
Hey, look, wait.
Well, I didn't think you were. Like, you don't look way older than me.
Nice say.
Yeah. And you? 56?
57.
That's kind of right. I can't guess right. 55. I thought you were 55 last year. Yeah, I'm really off.
Yeah, I couldn't have a 50th birthday party because of COVID.
Coastal Creamery makes shakes now and smoothies.
Is it really?
Yeah. I had a banana pudding shake
That sounds yummy.
with cake batter.
Oh.
And he made it drinkable. Right? He didn't make it like super thick. Right, it hit the spot. It was exactly what I was hoping for. 'Cause I love banana pudding. I thought about adding wafers, but I'm like, I'll just muck up everything.
Then it's more of a blizzard or whatever.
How hard is it to cut?
With a warm knife, it goes right through.
Awesome. That's what I'll do then.
Go me.
Hopefully you did have dinner.
I had those samosas. We had a potluck for lunch
Mm-hmm.
at work, and
There was lots to eat.
there was plenty of food, so I wasn't particularly hungry. And I knew there was going to be ice cream cake.
Did you? Ah, guys pulled it over me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got a Peoria Park District golf pass, so I can play Kellogg, Newman, and Madison anytime I want. And so this morning, or yesterday, April said, well, we should go to this morning. So we went out to Kellogg, packed.
On a Thursday.
The 18-hole course is closed due to a tournament.
Oh.
So we go to Newman,
It
which is
closed.
Sterling, and it was closed. It was not closed.
Renovation.
It was packed.
Oh,
We didn't even go in, but it was full.
they're renovating it.
Newman? No, I don't think so.
Did you go to the other one?
Did not go to Madison. We decided then to go because we thought Madison might just be the same. Then we went over to Washington and paid our $12 or $15. It's cheap there in Washington anyway. So we'll see how that goes. What does this get called? Anything?
No, they don't.
Death by chocolate.
Peanut butter, chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
How many times did your kids change their path for college?
As far as what they wanted to study.
What they wanted to do?
My older son was. My younger son is not yet.
Yeah, our oldest. I mean, it was went from specific to general, and then youngest, he knew exactly what he wanted and stayed on it the whole way, and he's still doing it, working on his master's now. So
Dave, the girls?
Yeah. I think I don't think they changed too much. Becca was always counseling, and that's what she did. Ellie was always going to be an engineer, and she went with materials engineering. So, and then Megan got a business degree. So
Good for everything.
yeah, or nothing, but yeah,
Depends on how you look at it.
just like her dear old dad, degree in nothing, master's degree in nothing.
Sometimes they just want to see you have it here. They don't care what it is.
So I set Max up for a game design camp this summer at Indiana University on campus. Spend 4 days there. Indiana in Bloomington, that campus. I did a virtual tour. It's a beautiful campus. I don't know if you guys ever went there.
Where is it?
Bloomington, Indiana.
Oh, Bloomington.
Old
Not familiar
buildings
with.
they preserved and just gorgeous.
Is that kind of up by Michigan?
It's not that high. I think it's north of us, but south of I-80, like
Okay.
well south. Probably half the distance somewhere in there. On the western third in that section.
I guess I associate that kind of town more with like closer to Detroit or like Ann Arbor kind of.
It kind of matches that Michigan architecture, I think.
Mm.
Yeah. But then he's telling me he wants to do the culinary program now, which he loves cooking, so he's good at it.
My nephew's daughter. She's still in high school, but she's going through she's been going through a culinary program. Loves it. Really good at it. She's won awards. She could probably work as a sous
Wanna
chef
share
like
this?
right out of high school.
It's not cold though.
Yeah.
You know, but I guess there's been, currently, again, she's still in high school, but, it's like, she likes the idea of becoming someone's personal chef, like.
That's what Max
That's the
wants
way
to
to
do.
do it.
He wants to be a personal chef. I'm like, it's not easy.
No,
None
you gotta
of
be good
it's
at it.
easy. But working in a kitchen, that's probably the hardest way to go.
All right. So just had lunch with my college buddy. His son, same age as would be 35-ish. He got a culinary degree, and he manages district manager for Jersey Mike. Out of college, he got a job at Buffalo Wild Wings, and so they oversee the kitchen, right? They have teenagers do all the work, right? And he just makes sure everything is done correctly and
To code.
and all that stuff, right? And he gets paid extremely well because his dream, of course, like every chef, was to open his own restaurant.
Yeah.
But that's all risk. They just keep, his words, they keep throwing money at me to stay. I can't leave. And he went from Buffalo Wild Wings, and now he works for Jersey Mike's, and he's the regional manager around Quad Cities area.
Wow.
Forgive me if that's not right, but it's that eastern Iowa, and so someone with a culinary degree can do that. So that's your chef degree, right? Because you have all that knowledge.
Right.
Now he's a smart kid, and I'm sure got decent grades. You need to. But otherwise, I think we're about ready. All right, somebody saw the glint. Who saw the? Tremor saw a glint of light, pointed in a direction. Bay went and searched the area and found a path leading higher up into the mountains.
Like moths to a flame.
Jeff is in doubt, and as he has shouted it to the rest
He's
of.
not in doubt. He's just unaware, and well,
Squirrels.
What? Up there?
did someone tell him explicitly? And now that you were closer, that
Yeah, I mean, I definitely would.
No, we've been wiped out.
You've been wiped out. I like that. All right. You're going to tell me what you want to do, though.
I'm going to try to follow Bay. And kind of-
Bay. We'll start with Bay. You just saw this creature dash off. Something. Was it a deer? Was it something off in the distance moved out of your sight? You gonna pursue it?
Yes.
So Bay,
I take off.
Oh.
Bay, do you tell Jeff, who's 15 feet below you, before you take off?
Nope, probably not. I don't think I think of it.
Like it.
So I feel like Jeff had turned around to talk with Artemis and Trevor, and then it's like turns back and then
He's gone.
just gone.
So this is back. This is going up, right? Straight up. So Bay is over here
In pursuit.
in pursuit, and this map ends, right? And so we're just kind of winding up.
No, can we climb this, or do we have
Yeah,
to
you can
go
climb
around?
it's difficult terrain.
So it's probably what like one turn to get up.
Yeah,
there.
sure. All right. So Bay just ran off. Artemis, what are you doing? One turn, I'll put you right there.
Yeah.
Tremor,
I'm following Bay.
Belinda.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
Artemis.
All right. Are you moving and dashing and jumping, Bay?
Skip a line.
Probably not jumping, but moving and dashing, sure.
All right. Give me another perception check. You see a dead brontosaur.
I'll give you one guess on what number I got.
1.
Oh, 18.
18? Oh, okay. 18.
And
You see fresh tracks. You know, some of the old
did they
seem.
match what we were following
Oh
earlier?
yeah, they're the 3-pronged.
Type.
Okay. Yep. Carry on.
Move and dash.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff, move and dash.
Sure. Yeah.
Everyone's moving and dashing. I don't know if that's quite right. I think it was more like this, wasn't it?
There you go.
And let's roll initiative.
Uh-oh.
Way to go, babe.
Yeah, Bay.
Wes, you seem right.
16.
16 for Jeff. Belinda?
10.
We roll an initiative.
Yep.
Yep.
Bay, what'd you get?
Can I give
21.
Can I give whoever's in front?
Bay?
No, in front of me.
Jeff.
Jeff. I'll give him advantage on his initiative. Well, yeah, because I didn't even know what you had. So.
Still a 16.
All right.
Oh.
I think we're still missing Noel.
Yeah.
And Artemis.
Artemis, what'd you get?
9.
That is a 9 as well. I'll take the second place.
I'll make you 8. All right.
You may be below.
Below him.
Okay.
All right, Bay, you're at the top. You round the corner, and you see a bipedal creature lift up something to his mouth as if he's about to shoot something at you.
Oh.
Yeah. It is.
As you round that bend, he is off to the side.
Yeah.
And he's about to shoot. Oh, let me give you a picture of what this guy looks like. Let's give a picture of what this guy looks like. Oh, on the right.
Predator!
Yeah,
It's Predator!
Oh no.
It's a mini Predator!
Why am I not on that screen?
You're on the other screen.
It's a good thing we got an Arnold.
Yeah. Right.
Get to the job all.
What screen is that
He
on?
gets jacked up in that final fight. Slow motion blood shooting out of his mouth.
It's not there. Oh, there. It's on. It's up there. You guys saw it. I was looking for where it was. It was on the main screen all the time. All right, up here. It's usually not that slow.
Yikes.
Looks something like that. Except for instead of a spear, it's a blowgun.
It's a Rasta orc.
Okay.
And yeah, I was picturing something more predatory-like with the mouth, but
This is what I got.
and his skin is blends perfectly with the mountainside.
And how tall is he?
He is a normal 6 foot tall,
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
okay.
Oh, so he's not one of the small ones.
Oh.
humanoid size.
Not the Hutta.
What's his feet look like?
Not the Hutta.
So you take the time, not worrying about the blowgun in his mouth. You take the time to look at his feet, and you see that yes, he has the three-toed big feet, right? Give him.
3 toes.
Yeah, somebody was looking for you.
You ignore the tri-pattern lights on your chest.
When you sneak him one time, you have 3 fingers.
Have you ever seen Predator, Ken?
If not, no.
What? The original Predator you really must see.
Oh, yeah.
Children.
I don't know if
Absolutely.
I've actually seen it, but I know.
And then follow it up with Commando.
There's like this really old movie called Empire Strikes Back.
Commando's awesome too.
I mean, it was probably before you were born.
No excuse.
That's right.
We need to be educated at the classics.
All right, I'll try to watch it.
parents
How
failed you.
scary is it? I'm not a big scary movie.
It's
person.
suspenseful.
It's an
yeah,
action movie.
It's an action movie more than it is. It's got a scare, but
Okay. I'll consider it.
did you
There-
see the Body Ventura?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And the
Alright.
the guy from Commando.
Yeah.
Your turn. You round the corner. You see this guy's
Far away.
inhaling to shoot at you.
Okay. Can I? How far away am I from him? Like
Not
20
that
feet?
far. You're like 20 feet.
How many action movies do you get to see 2 governors in?
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
come on.
Okay.
Good point.
Great point.
I want to use my mage hand and like put it in the spout of the blowgun.
You put the finger in the blowgun. All right.
Nice.
Okay.
I say nope.
Okay. Okay. That's your turn.
Perfect.
This is brilliant.
Love it.
Did he really put his finger in?
Yeah.
That's what I said, man.
We are to Jeff. You hear whoa, oogity boogie.
Hocus pocus. Hocus pocus.
How
Figure
far
out the
behind
focus.
are we?
About 30 feet. 30 feet would be 12 inches. Yeah, you're right. Just about.
Looks like 16 inches to me.
It was 12 inches.
That's what Jeff would say.
Okay.
It's what my character would say.
Yeah, that's what my character would say. So it was 30 feet, right? So a normal movement will catch us up.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
So we'll have to dash.
Yeah.
But if I dash, I can get to Predator.
Well, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
35, 40.
He's got
40. Yeah.
Yeah, I got extra 10 when I dash.
Okay, so you could, yeah.
He's got that unplugged already.
Right, and like, what would he do? Because like, we want the information more than we don't necessarily want to kill the guy.
Fair point. But are we going to understand it? Boogity booty.
It's a good point. I will move and dash to be in front of Bay, but like just
I'll on you shield.
and then we'll rage. Yeah,
Good idea.
and the DM tells you to rage.
Well, it would just make sense. You round the corner, you see this predator type guy.
We saw how worked up you were for the flies.
Well, those are dangerous.
And this is less dangerous?
Oh yeah.
All right, the predator with this new, broader target blows at your chest, and 10 plus 3 is 13 to hit.
Isn't it plugged though?
Your right has disadvantage. 13 to hit.
We'll miss.
He misses. It gets stuck in the finger. He looks down, and he runs that way. That was faster than he should have been, but
Off the map.
so he started here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, there. Which is out of your view because this is all up. This is up. There might be another ledge up here of sorts. Up. All right, that is its turn.
I'm confused on who the attacker was.
I didn't make a.
Brontosaurs you're talking about?
Yeah. So okay, huge gashes. That had to be dinosaur, some sort. Velociraptor or large creature.
Creature or something was
To be
like-
fair, you never investigated the wounds.
I didn't. Somebody else did.
Poorly.
Poor.
Oh, that's true.
So
He runs.
Predator Belinda's up.
Acid wounds.
You just saw Jeff take off in a sprint.
Maybe
Yeah.
alien is here.
So I will move and dash. So I get 80.
20, 30, 40,
60, 65, 70, 75, 80.
Okay.
That was your move and dash.
Yep.
After Belinda, we have Artemis.
How you feel yourself? I mean, like,
This was 80 for him, so I'd put you, if you want to move and dash, I could put you like here.
But
That's gone. That was a glint of light, right?
reference.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe there was something to look for there, like
No,
he
not-
dropped a piece of metal or a gem or. Okay, so nothing to see.
Didn't
Nothing
fall
to
from
see
the
here. Okay. So.
When I was younger, I'd play pickup ultimate in my neighborhood. And there's this kid about my age in high school.
So
He was
moving dash
probably
60.
I don't know.
Right, and you were 10 feet
50 pounds.
behind Tremor, right?
And when he was running at you and like
You were
full
here.
speed,
Yeah.
it's kinda
So if you want to
intimidating.
move and dash, you could be here.
I kind of think that's the way Belinda
I'm
is.
gonna go
like
here.
someone who
Uh-huh.
can move a
And
lot
then I'm gonna
faster than
cast-
it looks like she should be able to move.
Oh.
Yeah. That's where you played. Just horse around, pick up football. And the big kid was like a lineman on our team. But it
So-
was like once he got moving,
Yeah,
we
once
couldn't.
right.
So Belinda and Jeff, I'm gonna cast 8 on you. So your temporary hit points, your maximum hit point goes up by 5 for the duration of 8 hours.
Your max goes up, or we got 10
Your
hit
max.
points?
Not temporary?
Choose up to 3 creatures within range. Each target's hit point maximum and current hit points increase by 5 for the
And
duration.
current. There you go. That's the important part.
And that was a level 1, so you only go 5.
Okay, so you just put it in max HP modifier in it.
Yeah, max HP mod. Yeah.
Puts it in both.
That was Tremor. Bates, you're up next. Ken.
Reappear.
No more ice cream. Put away the chocolate ice cream.
And no one is hurt, right? Nobody's been hurt.
Not yet. Emphasis on yet.
Oh yeah, up here.
I think we're gonna be getting.
If he leads us back to his tribe, that could be a problem.
Right.
Oh, you know, with the Devil Mouth Cave. Awesome.
We may rescue the small humans, the diminutive.
Yeah.
Doesn't it look more like that?
If its mouth was open.
Hey, you're up.
I wait for the roller coaster car with Scooby Doo on it to come
Yeah.
out.
For the Dungeon and Dragon kids going in.
Yeah, there you go. Even better.
Sorry, had to help Kush me for a second as she's leaving.
So that artificial image does look like that, just with its mouth open.
It's this creature's rendition.
Obviously a rendition of it.
Obviously, the similarities are there. It's as if some greater being said, create an image based off this in the mouth of a
That's
cave.
what I'm trying to validate.
So do you, I assume you follow him? Bay? Where do you go?
Yes.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You round the corner and you see this in the side of the hill.
Follow-up question. Are those eyes gems?
Those eyes are not gems.
We could have been done.
Do you have that picture of the Mordroc?
That's what I was asking,
Yeah.
and it is.
Moloch, right?
Moloch.
It
yeah.
is
Okay.
Here, wait.
reminiscent of.
Can we get the owl to focus on it if we make some noise over there?
Potentially good
Well, he
to
can.
go.
He can see. Oh, you mean over there? Over there?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if we get the owl.
You could slap the fly on the other side of it. Oh!
Is the owl focusing
roll
on
the
me?
other two.
Let's dash and continue on.
Is the owl picking me up if I'm over here talking?
Or-
Probably.
You'll have to
Can
find
you
out.
see it?
Yeah.
You see me?
I don't have the owl view.
What? You don't have the... Oh, you don't have the owl view.
On Ninja.
Oh. Well,
Oh, it
I
doesn't
can
have-
fix that.
Okay.
My bad.
It did. It did though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the folks at home got to see what we were talking about.
Right.
Oh, but YouTube is just far enough behind that I was able to get that up.
Oh,
so I
okay.
can see.
Yeah,
So, yes, the thing on the cage looks
Okay.
like him.
I don't think I dropped one of those in here.
Go for it. You need a knife. Or it's press on it.
Oh gosh. I wasn't gonna. That's somebody else did.
Broke the ice, as they say.
Apple pie, screwed up with chocolate and
There. It's not... It's all thematic. It's all obviously the same thing, different renditions of the same thing.
Probably worth a quick trip in into the mouth of the cave.
I would say.
Following the predator-like...
Now,
Yeah.
did the predator go in, or was it on the like?
He watched him dive into the darkness of the cave.
Okay, I was just
Yeah.
Just clarifying.
We're going to take him off the map.
None of our characters have watched Predator.
No, not as a formal name, as a type of primitive creature, indigenous creature. He was a predative type of creature. Yeah.
All we see is 3 triangle beams. They all
Oh,
start.
not one.
Yeah.
be like the what was it? The second Toy Story with a Buzz Lightyear on a planet, like
Yeah,
a zillion red dots.
That's exactly what I was thinking too. Yeah. We'll give the eyes here. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's not foreboding.
Well, geez, that's all I got. Foreboding is what I do. So you've moved.
I'm thinking I'll dash the rest of the way.
You're going to just, yeah, okay, no problem, Wes.
Yeah.
His face, like,
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You are at the cave mouth.
Nice. All right.
You know it was only 5 points I gave you, right?
Jeff.
Wait, you gave me points? I had to step away, so I missed basically everything after my turn.
Yes. I gave you aid, so you get 5 maximum
Oh, nice.
current hit points
Nice.
for 8 hours.
I will move and dash to keep up.
Yeah.
And then there's bonus action to maintain my rage.
Belinda.
Yeah.
Artemis.
I get 80, so I'd catch up to Jeff.
And I have 70, so I'd be keeping up with Bay.
And I would do my best.
Yeah, not that bad.
Yeah, but after Jeff, there would have been a turn. And Jeff, no. Bay, you just got hit by a dart in your shoulder. And
Aw. My mage hand didn't stick with it.
oh, no, didn't stick with it. No.
Go to next quest.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Next quest.
You make it?
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. As it your right shoulder, you take
Surprised.
8 points of piercing damage,
Oh, it is true. Yeah, it took me.
Ow.
and you just shrugged off some. No, you took 4 points of poison damage, but you shrugged off the poison effect.
Wait, okay, so 8 piercing,
And four
4
poison,
poison.
but you shrugged off any type of
Being poison.
being poison. Yeah.
Okay. 10-4.
And you've got this 6-inch dart in your shoulder.
Ow.
All right. But it is now your turn.
Okay, so with my dark vision and ability to see in magical darkness, do I see where that came from?
Don't forget your
Yeah, there.
grab it.
Some 20 feet ahead of you, there is a pillar, a rock divider, perhaps, and something. Some things, perhaps, just leaned out from behind that pillar and shot you.
Okay. Well, so I've done action, movement. So as my bonus action, I'll do 2 doses of my healing light to get some hit points back.
Okay. You gonna move it all?
That was so I moved and dashed up there.
Oh.
Or is this a different turn?
This is a new turn.
No,
isn't it?
this is the other guy's turn.
Oh yeah, that was the other guy's turn. But now it's his turn again.
Oh right, I don't even have a bonus action to use. It's not my turn. Okay.
Yeah. But now we're top of the order. It's your turn again.
Yep, we've all caught up.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
I will. I want to move to try to get an angle on the behind the pillar.
Yeah.
Yeah. He says about healing light. Is that actually a light? Or is it just
No. Do we need light? I can make light though.
It is a cave.
All right. What do I have in my
I don't know.
inventory?
Sounds like he
Just let me-
doesn't.
I do have a dagger. I will cast light on my dagger to make light.
And so, like I said, there. I don't know if you can see this or not. Yeah, you can kind of see it. It's a little fadey on this side, but this is a cave, guys, right? This is the inside of the cave. This is cave wall. This is cave wall. This is a stone. This is a pillar, right? So you have a fork in front of it, a Y. You can go left or right, or
I was originally going to the my character's left.
Character's left,
Yep.
okay? And so you threw your dagger over there for light.
Yeah, I cast it on the dagger, and then I'm just holding it.
Oh, okay.
So light's with him.
Light's with him. And that's probably, what, 30 feet light? Enough to see these guys. And as you, that light...
20 feet. 20 feet bright, 20 foot dim.
Yeah, that's fine. You could, as you cast that light, you could see these creatures pulling back behind that stone. They do have cover. Is there anything...
I'll say hello.
Okay.
In
You
common.
you see, yeah, you say hello, hello, or
I have your dart.
Did you want this back?
Did you?
It doesn't work. Did you want this
Have
back?
you heard about our Lord and Savior?
So you cast light. That was your action. You said hello. There's no response. No immediate response.
My face not working.
I think you're done. Unless you have a bonus
Yep,
action.
I'm doing my bonus action healing light.
And what's that do?
Gives me hit points
Excellent.
back.
All right. Jeff,
Hello, boom.
you just saw him get hit in the shoulder. Ow! Did you pull the you pulled the thing out of your shoulder? And you know what? You don't.
Yeah, that probably would.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. You didn't. Just,
If he
You know,
has it,
actually,
Jeff would.
I
Don't-
would, but
don't give it
instead
another
of
chance
the
to poison
dagger,
you.
I would have lit up the dart.
there you go. You got the dart, the
Okay.
glowing dart. Jeff, what do you do? You're 10 foot behind him.
Glow in the dark.
Are their heads like? Are they peeking out?
Oh, they all same 6 seconds, right? So as when he did that light, I don't know if you have dark vision or not.
No.
Yeah. So as he did that, you saw these lights, and just as they pulled back, so you'd have to be very quick to.
Yes. To my thought was if they were undercover, take the dart and like,
Yeah, throw it at him.
Throw it back at him. I don't know. They want us here.
You think?
Yeah. I don't know why they wouldn't want us here. You think this is
We're
where
just passing through.
You think this is where the idol is?
It's worth a look.
Jeff will shout out Moloch. Just the word Moloch.
Okay.
And what do they do? Anything? They respond?
No response.
Okay.
Unless you want to tell me what you hope they do, and then maybe I can have you roll something.
Well, just wondering
If you're looking for an intimidation, I'll have you roll intimidation. You're trying to persuade them, or
No, just seeing, do they respond to that word? Like, do they seem to recognize?
no response. You don't know if they don't understand you.
Have a different name for him?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Bless you.
But I guess I should probably meet Shield.
Thank you.
Steps in front of the light. Now there's like beams of light coming around in the back of you.
Mordroc!
Okay, your turn.
It would be a great image, I have to say. He's standing in the mouth of the cave, light behind him, hair flowing.
Yeah. Fishnet. Little bit coming through the fishnets on the side.
Now, they shot their blow dart on a held action. It is now their turn.
Good.
All right, and they both lean out, and look, there's Jeff
In all his glory.
in all his glory,
Backlit.
And
glowing
they're
light.
so stunned.
I mean,
A 21, 18 on the die, 21 to hit.
sounds like they were stunned.
and you take 10 points of piercing. Give me a Constitution. Well, now this is typical.
And this is halved.
Then you would have that to 5, right?
You got resistance, right? You're raged.
Mm-hmm.
And now poison. So you would take another 3 points of poison damage, but you have Constitution saving throw, unless you have some reason to not do it. So 3 have to 1, I guess, for poison. If you have resistance of poison, do your rage.
I should. And then con saving throw. Do I have no strength and dex? That's a 23.
You also shrug off
Yeah.
the poison. Oh, now you have your own dart.
I have your dart.
All right. And
This fell out of your blood.
Let me put
You
it
need this
back.
back?
they go off somewhere deeper in the cave. You hear footfalls.
No yelling, nothing. Silent.
No. And the whole tribe comes out.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Emphasis
But,
on
but
yet.
Belinda?
no, that is a good point. Like, are they communicating with each other?
They're
You
really-
do hear, or no.
Yeah.
Okay, Belinda, you're up. You're 20 feet outside the cave.
Yeah, so I mean, I was like running and dashing full tilt to catch up to them, and then they both basically stopped in the mouth of the cave.
You see
so
them
I
in the middle.
almost like run into the back of Bay,
All right.
and then like
This is 20 feet.
yeah, like what? Where'd they go? Where did it happen?
And they tell you.
They gave us some gifts.
Would you want one?
So with her cleaver held up, she'll continue on another. We do another 20, so like to here, I guess. Start to go around that boulder a little bit. Although I don't have any light source, unless I
Yeah, so
take
the
the
light
time to do one.
from here's dim.
Yeah. So okay, so I went and peeked, but I'm not too eager to lead the charge here because Bay's the one with the light source right now.
You can see the wall opens up to your
Yeah.
left somewhere, but that's dim light
Yeah.
down there.
Okay.
That's your move.
Yeah. What's that? Actually, I can do. Oh.
That is so dark.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll just.
It looks good to us here. We can see it just fine, but on the screen it doesn't look so great.
I'm good.
You're good. That was Belinda's turn. Artemis. They just went into the darkness. You see a glow of a light source just inside the cave, and you see Belinda and Bay. You just saw not Belinda. You saw Bay and Jeff standing in the mouth. You saw Belinda dart past them.
A huge shadow cascades of a flowing figure against the rocky wall.
Yeah. Well.
Jeff, you're blocking all the light.
That's why I stepped to the side. Blocking half the light.
Yeah. So only half of his visage is on the wall.
All right. Okay, so let's see. They're way up there. All right. 15, 20, 25, 30. So being that I'm kind of squishy. Artemis moves normal movement, gets close to the opening there, about 15 feet back from the opening, and I'm going to. Not really in. I will, and he will cast Blade Ward on himself.
Blade Ward. And that's where you end up?
Yes.
Okay. So just remember, I'm not going to remember. You remember the Blade Ward.
Yep.
Drummer?
Run and dash, whatever I have to do here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Yep, you're right behind Bay.
And it's my turn.
Okay. Bay, we're back to you.
Yeah. Let's keep marching to the left.
Following
I
Belinda.
can see pretty well, so yeah, I will actually hand the glowing dart to Belinda so she can see.
Thank you.
5, 10, 15. Belinda has the light.
Alright, I'll keep going another 15 feet, see if I can poke around the corner.
Yeah, you get to there, you trip a wire, and boulders crash on top of your head.
There's traps.
Captain,
Oh, guys.
Captain Obvious here. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
14.
14.
Can you jump away with your boots? Does that help?
So you were able to dodge a lot of the rocks. The path just blocked off in front of you. You took 10 points of damage instead of 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
But now that path has been obscured.
Well, he's got.
That's the bad news. The good news is you feel like they wouldn't be able to attack you from this angle.
Yeah.
Well, small victories. Okay, I am going to think I can be smart about this.
Good news is you've got cover.
And I'm gonna ask
You're covered all right.
this floating Chi
You have 100.
to if it seems like what we're looking for is here. Is the ire
So yeah,
eye.
yeah. So you release your familiar in the form of your mentor. What's the word they?
Ragati.
Yeah, but what's the word that you use for your pact? Your
Oh,
patron?
Yeah, celestial patron.
Your patron. Yeah, you summon your patron and tell it to search ahead. Is that what you're doing?
I think yes.
Okay.
And it can go through it's
Incorporeal.
so it can go through objects and creatures as if they're difficult terrain.
Sure. I like it. So you send it on.
Yep.
And now, for you to see what it sees, you have to. That's like an action type thing, I think.
I think so. So that'll be next turn. I need to look up the rules on it. They changed them.
It would be like a familiar, right? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I need to find the spell.
Is that your turn?
And are you effectively blind?
Yes.
On his turn, next turn, he would be if he chooses to do it. So that was Bay. Jeff, you
Bonus
just.
action.
Oh yeah, you probably have a bonus action still, but you use your. I don't know. Did I say it was an action to summon your familiar?
That's what you said.
It would make sense, right?
Yeah, as a magic action, I can dismiss it or have it appear.
Yeah, so you use your magic action to do that. And you only get one magic action per turn, unless it's a cantrip, right?
No, it spells. You only get one spell slot per turn.
Okay. So a cantrip though, you could still do if you wanted to.
Yeah, but I'll use my bonus action to start seeing and hearing through its eyes.
Oh, okay. Okay. So
I think that makes most sense.
now, does it have dark vision?
That's a different question.
Yeah.
Of
Jeff,
course it
Jeff,
does.
Jeff, you're on deck.
Is the red the Chilean or the light?
Yeah, I changed it to the Chilean.
Who has the light?
Yeah.
I have the light.
Belinda has the light. Okay.
Get the chalupa.
The chalupa.
The floating visage of a taco.
Suddenly we're very hungry.
No, just had cake.
No, our characters are hungry. We start chasing the chalupa around.
So it is checking out the tunnel that's blocked from us at the
Yeah,
moment.
because he summons his ghostly familiar, and it floats through the rocks,
Okay.
and he's checking out this room that was to the left.
Okay.
But can he see is the question. As he looks that up, Jeff, what do you...
It does not look like it.
Yeah. And you get the sense of darkness.
I will
Well, that's unfortunate.
go to the right. I don't have dark vision, so I won't go far. But I will look for traps
That's a great idea. Give me a perception check.
in the area that I can see. It's an 11.
11. You don't see any.
I don't see any traps.
Yeah. And you fall.
Well,
in the
they're
pit.
here.
He falls or something falls on him?
I fall.
Oh.
So, dexterity.
Is it 20? A
Yeah,
natural?
yeah. So you take 10 points of piercing halved to 5.
Still raging.
Still raging.
And that probably really pissed you off.
Uh-huh.
So you took half of a half.
Yeah.
Right, 20 down to 10, down to 5. That's the blessing of being a...
Thick-skulled barbarian.
Yeah. Okay, that was... Oh, now it's the Predator's turn. Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot down at you.
16.
Misses.
And they run off back this way somewhere.
Can I pick up their missed dart?
Yes, you may.
Predator darts. Inventory.
Be pretty generous to say you can see what's going on right now. You're around the corner and down in a pit from the light source.
All right.
Switching around. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay,
Is
got
this
it.
the dark? Yeah.
Belinda.
Okay, so
He's
he
buried.
went past me by and set off a rock slide. He went around the other side. Went down.
Squishy crunchy.
Yeah. Is Bay actually like under the rocks?
No,
or-
he got hit by rocks as they fell.
Okay.
But the
But now-
path is blocked.
Oh, okay. All the way
Yeah.
across to here.
Yeah,
So it can't move.
you know,
Okay.
it's blocked.
Okay.
So,
So
you
then
can
I
only
will.
go towards Jeff.
Yeah. So I will step over toward, see what happened to Jeff, and hold the light up.
And he is 15 feet down. It's a little bit beyond laying on your stomach, putting your arm down.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm 15 feet down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is this pit like all the way across the path?
Pretty much. It's as if it was designed that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
See that?
You tripped a wire though that released it.
Yeah, but there's no walking around
No.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I at least would have
You'd ask me.
my staff or a rope that I could
It's only
hang down to him.
like 10, yeah. Your rope. You fish in your pack. You
Yeah.
drop rope down.
Just ask if you can jump over it.
And I'm also, I guess,
I do need to get
while I do that, also holding the light up just to see, in case
Mm-hmm.
something's
Mm-hmm.
beyond.
I'm really starting to get the sense they don't want us here. No, it was just a feeling earlier, but now,
This is the moment of clarity you have while you're raging, fell down in a pit on some spikes.
He has some time to reflect while he's down there.
I get the feeling we're not welcome here. So
Your action is to help him
Jeff
out.
Yes.
All right, and so we are to Artemis.
Okay, well, the party's inside.
And I could say, yeah, we've set up
15
two,
feet,
You just
To
hear
here.
a rock slide.
We've set up
20.
two.
25, 30. You can see the light off the right on the dark somewhere. You hear bass.
Dust coming in.
Yeah, we've set up two traps already. Walk gingerly.
I mean, you could run and jump the trap. Who would stack trap after trap? That is just
The D&D.
that would
Yeah.
be
What are
devious.
the odds?
we already know who would do that.
I've never seen that before.
And why did Dave count out like 20 markers out of his box over
Uh-huh.
there? I don't know.
And who would put a spring that would bounce you back into a previous trap?
That wasn't me, but it was genius.
Yeah, that was.
That was really good.
Where did that happen?
In his one shot.
Hang on. Yeah.
There were like 3 traps in a row, and if you jumped over the first 2, you landed on a spring, which bounced you back into the first trap.
Yeah. It was pretty clever.
It was devious.
Okay. Normal movement gets me to there. Yeah, not a lot to do.
You have something called bardic inspiration.
Dude, I was getting there.
Okay.
It's literally on the screen. Yes, I will use my bonus action to give bardic inspiration to.
It takes a bonus action to give bardic inspiration.
For me, it does.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm multi-class, so I don't imagine I get quite as much as the normal full-on bard. Although actually, I was. Oh no, go first. Okay. Yes, bardic inspiration to Jeff as he's leading the way. So, and
Oh, Jeffrey,
Is that D8?
D6.
D6 bardic inspiration.
So once within the next hour, in the event that you fail a D20 test, you can roll bardic inspiration die and add that number to your roll.
This is where you stopped?
Yes.
6 seconds ago.
Okay.
12, I guess.
So, Jeff, you get a D6 on a.
I did forget one fly that was still in my pocket.
And that's my turn.
Happens to us.
All right.
You might want to make a note of that. in case
Pretty
you use
5
it.
for the white guy.
Yeah.
Artemis. That was Artemis Tremor.
I have a feeling.
So I will go in.
5, 10, 15, 20,
Now that we're all in here,
25.
I will.
It looked like
You
there
could
was a
be
door on the
here
thing.
if you wanted to be.
Didn't look like there was a rock
Yeah,
pit
I
either.
will
Fair enough.
One comes out with the
use
garage
my.
door.
I will cast light on.
Lights go on. Let's move the studio.
I'm sure I can see dim light over here.
Yeah, let's draw some more.
I mean, just if I can see here,
Hey, that's a
I'll dim light.
Good job,
I'll
guys.
cast light on that wall right there. I have dark vision, so I definitely can see it.
I'm a human. I can't. So thank you.
Yeah, that's the reason why I'm doing it.
We do have some humans in the bunch.
Most of us, in fact.
Well, we came from the funnel. What do you want?
Yeah, right.
All of us who
Well,
came from the
peasants.
funnel are. Ken's a human, but he's got magical dirt.
Dave's not gonna let us leave. He destroys that. It's the exit.
See, I was thinking we just
One
need,
way in,
I was thinking we just need to make
no
it
way out.
to here, and then we jump here, and then we're at the boat. Right?
Nice.
Oh, let me close that off.
Oh.
All right.
You
So
need to stop talking.
you're like, you see that there's a room over here, and Artemis would or Jeff points that way, and you can see there's a boulder here giving more shadows, right?
So you just kind of lit up the whole place?
Basically. I mean, 20 and 40
He lit this
Yeah.
wall up.
dim light.
Okay.
So this pit, how not like deep, but how like far would you have to
It's
jump?
about 10 feet ish, maybe 12, but so I've got that looks 4, 5, and 2,
Okay.
11.
11. All right. With a run, most people could jump it.
Okay. But is there a trap on the other side? Am I feeling lucky, punk?
Yeah.
And
Nice.
if you're looking
All right,
like
pulling up a good reference.
if
I like
you're
it.
looking like you're gearing up to jump, I'm gonna like hook the rope to your belt or the fish net.
What? So you can drag me back into the
No,
spikes?
so that we have a way to get over.
Oh, okay. We get stuck in another trap. You'll just pull me back into the
Or
first trap.
yeah.
Sure, we'll jump it.
So you're at the bottom. So you're doing a standing up jump.
I thought.
No, we pulled him out.
Oh, you pulled them out.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you're back here.
Yeah.
You back up. 1, 2, boom. I think that's going to be your movement, though. It feels.
That's fair.
I mean, if you want to action to, you know, in my convention, technically jumping is an action.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so you have a bonus action if you want it, and you see from here you can see two of those guys right here.
What can I do with the bonus action?
Keep your rage.
And keep my rage. Yep. I can keep my rage.
Yep.
So you look at him and go,
As you see them, as you lock eyes, they go. Whoom. They must be nervous because they shot and they both missed.
Light threw them off. They were like, ah.
and
They're
you're raging.
Fine.
5,
I'm
10,
raging.
15,
And
20,
I'm probably
25,
thinking,
30.
This guy won't quit.
They just ran. They didn't dash. Their action was shoot. They ran off. All right. Belinda.
Okay, so Jeff jumped across with the rope, but now it's how far? It's like 10,
11 feet.
11 feet.
11 feet,
You should
and that's
be-
something a normal.
Yeah.
You back up,
Person.
run 10 feet, you can jump your strength.
So
With 10 feet run, you can jump your strength. Standing
Okay.
jump, you can do half your strength.
Okay. So do the running. Yes, I'll run and jump over.
Boom, boom.
Stronger than I.
5, 10, 15. That's your whole turn. Your action was to jump.
Okay.
The bonus action if you want it. I will give you another 5 feet. You can be here, here, or here.
Actually, I can dash as a bonus action, so I could.
Oh, you get an extra 10 feet anyway.
Yeah.
So,
But I mean, I could.
bonus action dash.
I can.
Get up in their face.
I could, but then I'm just in their face.
Should do it.
But that, if you close with them, how readily could they use those blowguns?
Exactly. They
You-
just lose.
you-
They get disadvantage.
Probably.
if I'm.
I'm sure they don't have any other weapons.
Well,
Why would
all
they
I'm
have other
saying
weapons?
is,
I mean, it's not like
It's
he's
a
holding
ranged
his-
weapon, and it's.
yeah, and
So
yeah,
he's
they'll have
holding
other
a
weapons,
spear.
but maybe those aren't poisoned either.
Why would they put their poison on Oh,
Wes, would you shut up? God, that's like 3 in a row you're hand in hand. Find a gag.
Snatch one of the darts from him.
There's one right on the ground on the floor.
Okay.
It just bounced off this.
Yeah,
Because I missed him.
Okay. I'll pick it up
Yeah.
and run after those guys.
Yeah. Free action. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We won't be in their face.
Ah, yes.
We'll put you there. All right.
That's more like it. We'll make barbarian out of you.
That was Belinda's turn. Give me an intimidation check.
Okay.
Artemis.
They weren't
You're up.
expecting it, at least. Intimidation 8.
Yeah. They don't seem very intimidated.
Nope, it's like that.
Let's see.
3 in a row.
I think they're sexist.
They weren't expecting it, I'll tell you.
So with a run and jump, I can jump 10 feet. 10 feet plus my strength. Is that right?
No, you jump your strength.
The big number, not the plus
Yeah,
one.
16
Yeah.
feet.
So I won't make it.
What's your strength?
9.
Oh,
I'm
well,
a squishy rogue.
9 feet is, it's only at 5 foot.
No, he said it was
11
11.
feet.
So
Why?
There is
Yeah.
a rope. If lying across it, if that helps you. I don't know if that helps at this point.
But no one's holding it. But it's
Yeah.
sagging in the middle. You
Yeah.
could try to walk it.
Was it tied
You're a
off
rogue.
anywhere? I don't know.
Do you have a climb? You don't.
The other end.
If you use your whole turn, I will give you a dexterity check and you can try to climb past it.
Okay. And okay.
There will be a. If you fail, you're falling into the pit and taking the damage.
That's right. Well,
I'm looking at him, perplexed as what he's going to do, and I say, hey, tie the rope around you and then jump. Or then crawl across.
yeah, fair point. All right. Yeah, I will make the attempt to climb.
Okay. That is a strength or dexterity.
I'll hold the rope.
Can you give yourself bardic inspiration?
That's a great question.
I hold the action.
I
Probably.
feel like you should be able to inspire yourself.
I'll just say yes.
DM says yes.
Excellent. That's probably handy because
An extra d6 can't hurt.
nope, certainly not.
I will even let you roll first.
Okay.
But before I tell you the result.
Okay. That's a 16 plus 2 is an 18 on the basic die.
So you're going to use your bardic inspiration?
Do you think you need it?
18's pretty good.
You know, you only get so many of those.
Yeah, well, that's true, and I've already burned one. But I'm squishier than most of y'all, and 10 points on the spikes is going to put me down
I mean,
hard.
you're only like right here, clinging to the wall for your life above those spikes on the.
Yeah, you
Rope
know.
on you too. Yeah.
18's pretty good though. I'd gamble on it.
Says the buff
Who already
barbarian.
fell in there.
Yeah.
Who took half the damage.
You're right.
It's not that bad.
It's a flesh
Twice the
wound.
hit points, half the damage.
Quarter the damage.
Half the brains.
Sometimes.
I'd rather have some assurance. It's another 3, so that's a 21.
Yeah, you're able to crawl through. You could be in this spot, and that'll be the end of your turn. I will give you a bonus action if you want it.
Okay. Bonus action. What are the actions? Bonus. What we got for choices there? Okay, so this guy, I have line of sight to this one, I believe.
Yeah, you've used your action. You've used your movement. I'm giving you a bonus action, so you
Right.
can dash. I suppose you bonus action dash.
Well, no,
Yeah,
I
but-
have bonus action. I can throw a psychic blade if I want.
Oh, there you go.
So that's what I'm going to do. That's a 15.
15.
Okay.
Okay.
And oh, this guy. Hit, and this is 6 points of psychic. Yeah, psychic damage.
Okay.
There we go. Solid turn.
Okay. That was Artemis Tremor.
All right. Is this a rock?
Yes.
Okay, so I can't see from there, right?
Right. If we put you here,
Oh, and this is-
5, 10,
That's me.
jump.
I still have that.
All right. So you're here. Do your running jump. 5, 10, 15.
Okay, I get a 15
So you
strength.
20. So you could be in any of these spots you want.
I think that one.
Okay.
This one.
Yeah.
This one there.
Uh,
And you have your bonus action.
has a.
Like,
No.
Has
If
a
everybody's not.
bonus action.
And actually, since he lit up all places, thing can actually
Yeah.
see now. Little.
Jeff, how you doing, damage wise? How does he look?
Bloody.
Nah.
A little pinprick in his shoulder.
Yeah.
A little scratch on his leg.
39 out of 50.
20% down. That's small.
I think what I'll do instead is I will cast Shield of Faith on my friend Artemis.
I want Artemis,
So you have +2 to your.
Artemis, Jeff, Belinda, and Tremor to roll a perception check.
That is a number I'm going to use for luck. So take a number, a 1,
14.
and gain a luck.
18.
6.
You two see, as the light was passing, you saw what looked like a head back here.
Like a statue head or a human head? I wouldn't know. I just realized I wouldn't know.
Just as the light passed, you saw something vaguely the shape of a humanoid back there.
With some, like, dreadlocks.
Yeah.
It was fleeting. It was quickly. That was Tremor's turn.
Yep.
We're back top of the order with Bay. Bay, you feeling lonely, bud?
So
Bit, yeah. So
when
I
he
think
did the light, it lit up kind of the whole place.
When the light went past,
No. He cast a spell that lit up.
it lit up to like here.
I was just wondering if
10 feet
Bay's
and another one. 10.
thing remote can see now.
He could see where the light was.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, until the start of your next turn. So unless it saw anything before my turn started, I'll just have to redo that at some point.
Okay.
But let's walk around.
5, 10,
See
15,
the
20,
giant pit of spikes.
20. Are you gonna try to jump?
I think so. I will use my bonus action to recast jump on myself because I think that's expired. I think that's a minute spell.
Okay. Yeah, you jump it easily,
And you land on Jeff's back.
and you both fall
Thank
into
you,
the pit.
Fred.
No.
Jeff,
All right, but so your action was to cast a spell again.
That was a bonus action.
Oh, bonus action. Okay, so you still have a regular action.
I feel like I'll dodge.
You'll
That
dodge.
seems like a good
You
thing
gonna
to do.
tell your familiar to do anything?
No, because I don't have my bonus action to control it with.
Okay.
So I think I need my bonus action to do that.
So would it have a standard action?
Yeah,
that-
I mean, I told it to kind of go explore and look for the meta. That's a restaurant, not what I was saying.
Mordroc?
Look for the eye of Mordroc.
Moloch.
Look
Sorry,
for an
Moloch.
idol statue thing.
Okay. Belinda, you see there's daylight coming from this direction.
Okay. Interesting.
Whose turn is it? It's Bay's turn. Bay, you just moved. You're happy with your turn?
Yes.
All right. Jeff.
I saw movement to the right, so I'm going to go that way.
Over there?
Yeah.
I mean, you get. I don't know where the light
Well,
source
that's a good
is.
point. I can't see over there.
It's right here.
I gave you a threw you a bone by you
Yeah.
saw something when light went past there.
There was a.
That's
where
light
the
source?
Yeah, on the wall.
On the wall?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can see back in that corner. What you see is a spear and a skull on top of it.
Is it a human skull?
No. It's got an elongated beak and it's kind of a triangular head, but it's obviously a skull.
Jeff would assume like bird person, maybe. Okay. Jeff will use. That's like half my movement, right?
Yeah, it wasn't very much of
Yeah,
it.
it wasn't very far.
So I will use the rest of my movement to back up Belinda. And are we starting this? I mean, they've
Well,
they've thrown.
I don't remember if they get their turn before me. I think they do. Let's see.
Actually.
But I got.
Oh yeah. No,
I got right up in their face. So.
I mean, this is just a light source.
That's a light
Yeah.
source. Yeah.
So if you want to be there, you can.
Yeah. I'm debating. Do I stab them with their own dart?
Oh, you haven't done an action yet.
Right. I've still got my action.
I mean,
I think I'm gonna do that.
I'm right in their face. Like that's what I'm getting ready to do.
Yeah. So if I'm using the dart as basically a dagger,
Mhm.
so I'll just,
D4 plus your strength.
plus some poison. Yeah, that misses. That's a 7.
No.
Yeah, even with the
Use
D6.
it like a shiv. Use it like a shiv.
Done?
Yeah, even with bardic inspiration,
Yeah.
that's not gonna hit. So,
You're done?
yeah.
Yeah. They're gonna disengage, and they run out into the lightness.
Opportunity attack.
They disengage.
They use
Oh,
their
okay.
action.
What if I don't like that they disengaged?
All right, Belinda.
Well, I was thinking daylight sounded pretty good anyway, so I will cautiously follow.
Oh, well,
check
really,
for
it's either
traps.
you're following or you're not following. You can use your action to dodge. That would be cautious.
Yeah.
So, are you
5,
following
10,
me? No,
15,
you're just going to all the
20.
places that I want to go.
Okay. Yes, I will head towards the daylight, and my action will be dodge.
Which is a good thing, because as you get out there, you enter the village.
Oh shit. Parlay.
This is why he got all those out.
You dodged. I think
One of them.
No. Dodge action is all of them.
Okay. Good there. Oh, get barrel roll. Or
This is to help us remember
hit the
that
brakes and back up.
you're dodging. That was Belinda. Artemis?
Cartoon.
You hear, oh.
Oh no.
Oh, no. Oh, parlay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
As you dance around sideways.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Sprechen Sie talk? Guy dies. All right. You know what?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate, but you know, I want to know more. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm going to investigate this spear and skull thing.
Yeah, it's obviously what the other primitive people were describing as the terrafolk
Okay.
is obviously that. But what was cool is when you passed here, you saw another one.
These are trap.
As you pass, it's like, oh, is there another guy there? But no, this one was a smaller head. This is probably just a smaller head with the shape of more of an animal shaped head.
But they're both on spears or pikes.
Both on,
so,
yeah. Obviously, some sort of trophy.
Not the spine. Just the
No, yeah, we'll add the spine. That's cool. There's a pile of bones behind the
Gotcha. Are these just like? Are these like wooden pikes, or has this got like a shaped
They're
spear?
spears like that.
Spear like that. Okay, so it's been made. It's something that's made.
The spear was made.
Yeah. Okay.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna say there is actually a bowl of ash as it was given in a sacrifice. Kind of like there's no fire, but there's a bowl there full of ashes.
Okay.
And this demon's not there, right?
Right.
But the
Understood.
bowl is there.
Yeah, got it. All right, so I've moved over there. I'm looking at this thing. I see it's a skull and a spear. I see another one on another skull and a spear.
The natives sacrifice other beings.
Well, I don't know, as far as the village.
I'm thinking,
I would like to. I would like to poke around in the bowl of ash, like kind of stir it. I don't want to tip it over.
Yeah.
I don't want to have a
Investigation.
bunch fall out. Yeah, I just want to see if there's anything of merit in there. Investigation. That's pretty good for me. Let's see here. Investigate the bowl.
Bless them with some magic.
That's a 16.
16. What you find is little bone fragments.
Okay. No gems or
No
anything.
gems.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. That's my turn.
Yeah.
Moved and investigated.
Artemis Tremor.
I didn't get that information.
10, 20, 30. And I will yell, "Let's stay with Belinda," as I'm running.
Let's all run out into the village.
Well, she's gonna get into it. I will. Belinda, you haven't been hurt, have you?
Nope. But give it a 6 seconds.
Yeah, right.
Well, okay. Did you say is this all men with glow darts? Is this women and children? Is this
They're men with weapons, yes.
okay?
But how did they know we were coming?
Excellent question. You should have asked.
Yeah,
them.
because we were so quiet and careful.
Yeah, we didn't sell
Stealthy.
any traps. I mean,
We just
We didn't get
chased.
shot at.
Yeah, we
get
got
shot
shot
at.
at. Got chased.
This was
Chased two of their guards back here.
textbook infiltration.
Kind of limited what I can do.
Oh boy. I'm about to be a pincushion.
Well, we
We
go
dodged
before.
at least.
We go before they do.
A couple of you do.
Right?
Doing.
Bay and Jeff do.
Oh, yeah.
Whose turn is it? Tremors? Yeah.
Mine,
Good point.
I will
Oh, meat
use
shield.
my
Meat shield from
Channel Divinity to
12
Twilight
people?
Sanctuary. So that's going to make that sphere, that's that 30-foot radius, so it's a 60-foot sphere,
Let's hear what he's saying, guys.
and it fills it with dim light, and then anybody who moves within it, it lasts for, the sphere moves with you, and it lasts for 1 minute or until you are incapacitated or die.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever a creature, including you, ends its turn in the sphere, you grant that creature one of these benefits. That's the 1d6 plus 4 temporary hit points, or you end one effect on it, causing it to be charmed or frightened. So,
You put this bubble around me.
around me.
Oh.
But-
you are in it.
Because you're
Yeah.
close enough. It's
Oh,
a big,
it's
big,
big.
big
Okay.
So
zone.
now
And
you're
then-
gonna get that 1d6 plus
Yeah.
4 temporary hit points.
At the end of our turns.
Okay.
All right,
But
That's
they
my-
don't stack.
that's my
Right.
turn.
Yeah.
Correct. They don't stack.
All right. You want to go one more round, or you want to save this for next week?
I'm good.
Let's do one. Yeah,
One
let's
more
do one
round.
more. Let's see what
One
happens.
See how bad it gets through.
Tempt you into it. All right, Bay, you're up.
Okay. Well, I've heard the call of Belinda. Let's go.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Put you right next to Jeff.
He gets extra distance to me.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, well, he has the jump going.
He could jump.
Can I? How well can I see where Belinda is?
You
Right,
see
no way.
Belinda just fine, but beyond her you don't really see. It's a 10-foot opening, and she's kind of standing right in the middle of it.
And I have a glowing dart. Well, and you said there's daylight in there too.
There's daylight beyond it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, not much I can do right then. So I will bonus action back into my familiar to scout around.
Inside the cave, or you wanted to continue out?
It's a good question. I was thinking inside the cave because there's bits of the cave we haven't
But,
scouted yet.
but
And
we're
there's a-
back to the whole it can't see issue.
Oh, I thought there was still like light sources in here that we've all put up.
Is there still?
That light source is still there. The light on the dagger is
dagger
still
that I
there.
have.
Where's the dagger's in his hand?
Right, and the light is in the back there.
Yeah, the dagger one's not very good, but I thought that other
The light was here, right?
Yeah.
that marble.
All right. So yeah, you could send it over there to investigate where Artemis is.
Yeah, so let's do that one right now, and then if I have a chance, I'll go into the other wing that I haven't been to next turn. So yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I don't think there's anything urgent going on.
Jeff?
Well, he's thinking about a question. So, if I was to give him night dark vision, would that apply to his familiar?
No.
Could I give it to the familiar?
Could you
Yeah.
give the familiar itself dark vision?
Yeah, you could.
I'll keep that in mind.
You just heard Belinda ask for parlay.
And me yell, we gotta stick with Belinda.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to move up. The question is, what can I do to help answer?
5, 10,
a
15,
whole
20,
lot.
25, 30. I mean, I could put you right next to her.
Stand in front of her.
No, is the
Look like a
answer.
scary target.
I will take the dodge action.
That sounds great.
Seems like a good idea. Hopefully, at least some of the darts will go my way and not yours.
So, just keep in mind 10, 20, 30. So, all of this is now in dim light.
Well, that's outside.
It has
Right, but it's in dim light. So, the sunlight is deadened inside that
Okay.
sphere to dim light.
Okay.
okay.
And then I get your 1d6 plus 4.
All right. Pincushion time
And what does dodge do for us?
gives them disadvantage.
Okay.
All right. So
Sorry, put my temp hit points first before you take them all away.
well, I don't know if any of them are going to hit. I'm not looking. I'm putting them in pairs.
Okay, so the dodge gives the
These are Jeff's.
disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
11. No. 11. That's a 6. So 9. No. 10. No. 17.
Meets it, beats it.
Yeah.
Oh,
this
these are
is
all at Jeff? Oh,
all
okay.
at Jeff.
So far.
You
One hit.
got my aid too. Oh, no, that's you already get that.
Yeah.
I've seen the shield.
Oh, there's 2 of these. All right, that was 8 points.
Half to 4.
Half to 4. Constitution save. And I rolled high for the poison damage.
15 on the Constitution.
15's enough, but you still took another 10 poison damage.
Okay. And then that's how it's.
All right, this is still Jeff. We'll do you next.
Yikes.
Not looking, just putting them up. 10, 14.
Oh no, it's
I'm
7.
sorry, these should be plus 5s. 6. This is 12, 16,
Misses.
9, 10. All missed. These are all plus 5. Still disadvantage on you.
Mhm.
The first set.
Don't forget your throw. You can grab it. Throw.
9 plus 5 is 14.
Your reaction.
Yeah, it hits. That's true.
No, it doesn't have to hit though.
Well,
So-
hang
okay,
on.
I'll let you go. Just want to make sure you don't forget it. 'Cause it's a cool ability.
So I only heard.
Well,
first.
that's the first one.
Okay. So I'm going to use my reaction to deflect it.
Okay.
Just deflect or throw it back.
So I can reduce the attack's total damage by
This is
12.
He's only level 4.
6 plus 5 is 11. So you negated the piercing damage. You also get 7 poison damage, which now you would need to make a Constitution saving throw to negate the poison's effect.
Okay, so the piercing was
Piercing was 11.
11.
You can negate one of the poison.
Right, okay.
It says 7 down to 6.
Okay. And then con save
Con save.
to see if.
You're rolling multiple dice. I don't know.
No, I just.
You saved.
Okay.
You shrugged off that poison.
But I still took 6 poison damage.
You took 6 poison damage. The next one is
Is the
a
first
6 plus a 5 is 11. Probably a
Yes.
miss. The next one is a 10 plus 5 is a 15.
That hit me.
All right.
And the reaction I can only do once, right?
That's
So
right.
Now I just got to take it.
All right. So 6 plus. That's 9 points piercing. Con save. Saved.
16.
But you took 3 points piercing, poison, but you didn't get the poison effect. You still take the poison damage, you don't get the poison effect.
Well, the piercing on that one was.
The piercing was, what I say it was?
Did you say 9?
I thought you said 6.
6.
6, sure.
And 3. Okay, so 9 only.
9 total.
Okay.
That was this one. This one's gonna hit. This is a 22.
Okay.
6 plus 7 is 13 points of piercing damage.
Good day.
Constitution saving throw.
Ooh. An 8?
8 is gonna
A 6
fail.
or a 9. Oh, wait, that's a 9.
9,
Which means 11.
11's gonna fail.
Okay.
So now you have the poison condition, which means everything is at disadvantage.
My
Like future constitution. Well,
But at the end of your turn, you can choose not to be poisoned anymore, right? With your.
oh yeah, with your protection at the end.
Protection.
No,
Well, you said one effect.
charmed or frightened.
Oh.
All right. So that was the first 4.
Done. I tried.
This is the second round. Not looking. All right. 10's gonna miss. 15's gonna hit. 6 plus 3 is 9 points piercing.
Okay.
You fail your Constitution saving throw. You take another set.
Gets disadvantage.
Well, you're already poisoned. You
Yeah.
can't be poisoned again.
So you just take the.
So we just.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You take 7 poison. All right. You up? You with me?
Yeah, I'm down.
So no,
Yeah.
he is not with you. Not
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
No,
So-
that knocked her out.
Yeah. Okay. I could give you a death right now because
Okay.
it's still shot at you. So you're gonna fail 1 death save.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, I have a point of clarification. So if
Yeah.
he deflected the piercing damage in the first one when he reacted, why would he have poison damage if he didn't take any
But
damage?
I don't think he did.
I deflected the first one.
Oh yeah, the first one. But a further on one, hit him again.
Oh,
I gave
and
him.
he took the poison.
Yeah.
For that. Okay, not the first one. Okay.
He took poison
Well-
damage.
So the whole idea is you caught it instead of taking the damage.
Well, no, but it says I just reduced the damage by
Knocked it off.
X.
But I
Not
don't
that
know
I-
what level you were at, but if you
It grazed
deflected-
his hand, scratched him.
Yeah, no, but all it said was you reduce the damage by
That's
this,
it.
and if you make the damage 0, then da 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 da.
Right.
But I didn't. If you
You
include
didn't make.
if you include the piercing
you-
and the poison damage.
That's where my clarification comes from. Why would he have poison if he reduced the piercing?
It
to
grazed
0?
his hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Some scratch.
All right. The DM's logic. It's good logic. I just.
Okay.
Yeah, but it didn't say it doesn't hit me. It just says I reduced the damage
Now, Belinda, it's your turn.
to do a death save.
What's your thing do?
Although,
it doesn't.
well,
you can
hang
get
on.
1d6 plus 4.
Yeah, can I get? So at the end of my turn,
Does that
I
apply
can get
to
it.
someone who is
Doesn't say anything about
unconscious?
anybody unconscious or not. The only thing it affects is if I'm died, it goes away,
Mm.
or I'm unconscious.
So I can get the temporary hit points
Sounds like it.
1d6 plus 4.
to get back up. 1d6 plus 4.
Why did he have advantage before? Because he
So-
dodged.
Yeah.
So 7 temporary hit points wake me up.
Sure.
Then why is it still on my death save thing?
I don't know. Give yourself 7 hit
Give
points.
yourself one real hit point.
Okay.
But I think that takes your turn.
That was their turn.
No, his turn is to get healed.
Oh, so now it's his turn, and now he used it to get healed. He could stand up,
Sure.
move out of.
Well, it's at
danger.
the end of his turn that
That's
he
true.
gets the 1d6 plus 4, so.
Artemis.
Sounds like there's trouble. Okay. Not finding anything of note. 20, 25, 30. I'm now in the bubble. Yes?
Yes. Yeah.
Yay.
1d6 plus 4.
At the end of your
At
turn,
the
you
end.
go.
Yeah.
And let's see. Now, you've got.
you can't see through him. You're not attacking the. I'm not gonna.
Hmm?
You can't see him.
Okay. Alright.
You took like
44.
44. Wild.
Oh, does that max thing go away since I died?
Probably.
Sure.
The modifier.
Went unconscious. Didn't
So at some point I got a boost to my max hit points. Does that,
That
go
was
away
the 5. Yeah.
I think
since I've
so.
gone unconscious?
That's your dash.
Yep. And but I'm still in the bubble.
Mm-hmm. Bonus action.
Bonus action.
Tremor, you're on deck.
Already got my plan.
Now, being where I am now, do I have sight to anything that I could throw a knife at?
That's where I'm not as going to reach you.
Not really.
I don't like it.
12
Understood.
Yeah.
I'm just asking.
And resistance and nothing.
Okay.
17.
Well then, I've
From
moved and
fish
I've
knife,
dashed.
Other than
And
could have deflected attack, but not
no viable
12
bonus
attacks.
action based on what
I
we
do
said.
also have a small shield.
So,
that gives me 2.
what do I get? Bubble?
1d6 plus 4.
am I still poisoned?
And that's add to the max or just temps?
Is he still
Those are
poisoned?
temps, right?
Yes.
Just,
Okay.
yeah, 10.
It's disadvantage on.
Okay, that's my turn.
Oh God, let me know.
Tremor?
I am
My
going
death
to
saves.
5,
Ability check.
10,
instead of-
grab her, yank her back.
Yeah. Sure.
far.
That's good.
It's out of the
Yep.
thing, right? And then I'm going to cure wounds, 2nd level.
Okay.
And that is going to be 4d8. You can roll it. Unless you want me to. That will be my turn.
Thank you.
I'm done. That's it, right? I'm the bottom of the order.
Yeah, that's it. Only thing I'd add is this seems to be open. This seems to be their village. You see, this is just the men that stepped up for defense. There is probably twice that many behind them. So
we should rush out there.
there's a crap ton load of these indigenous predators. You could possibly take them if you want to do all genocide type of thing.
How do you go there?
Well, when
So-
you phrase it like that,
Now you're just taking the fun out of it. I probably kid.
So something to think of for next week. This is where we'll start next week, at the beginning of the turn order. I'm just thinking of Indiana Jones, right?
Yeah. Yeah, right.
It's about where we're at.
That was rough. Someone dragged me out of there. Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
And healed you, yeah.
a little bit. You gave him a healing total,
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
It's 22 out of 39.
but now this ring is because
Still poisoned.
you're poisoned.
And you're not our tank, but you're kind of our.
Well, we were comparing. I took 4 real points of damage and 5 temporary hit points. And he took 44.
It would have taken more. There was two more coming.
There would have been one more
It
hit.
missed me because I fell down.
That's the difference of armor class and then
Yeah.
rage.
No, well, you lost a healing because of that last. It would have hit you, right? And so your death save failed
You
because
lost the death save.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So that one did hit me, even though I did fall down.
Okay, that was fun.
For you.
God.
No, I was
It was.
charging in recklessly.
It was.
I deserved
No,
that.
you were dodging.
Yeah,
good thing.
Well, yeah,
You would have died that much sooner.
yeah, and then had 6 more shot in my ass when I was down. I
Straight
might
out-
have actually died.
Straight out
What
of
if you
300, it's
Yeah.
we'll blot out the sun.
Yeah.
Thanks for staying with us. We are back next week for another episode. Days and Generations presents Ire of Mordroc, Isle of Dead.
Next week.
Fire.
We're off for 2 weeks.
No, next week we meet.
And then more.
Then we're off for 1 week, and then we're back. We want to make sure Christian had a birthday date with his wife.
That's the Thursday after Memorial Day. Is
Yes.
that when we're off? Okay.
Yes.
Yes, and then that Thursday, the second, whatever it is, we'll be back. Good? Good. All right, so thanks everyone for joining. Until next time.
It was a long
Take
one,
care.
So, studying in the walls.